Hello, welcome, welcome to the channel. Welcome in, everybody. See you in a minute when you get here. All right. No, I'm not talking to you, phone. What the? It thinks I'm talking to the phone. It's just started that Gemini situation. If you got an Android device, I use an Android phone, so that's what it did. All right. Welcome in, everybody. Hello, how you doing? Hey, welcome in. We're gonna do what's next for you. All right. That's what we're doing tonight. I'm gonna drink my Red Bull first. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Don't be bashful. Don't be shy. Subscribe. We could definitely use some subscribers up in here. Some new energy. Okay. Hey, Fly Gal, Kathy, Chicky, Carrie, KC. All right. It's been a little bit of time. I think I'm gonna mod some people again. And Fly Gal's back on the team. Add as moderator. There you go. That one's done. KC. Yeah. I wouldn't piss off KC526 because she's got like a lot of control. So just bear that in mind if you come into the channel. Whether it's during the live or after the live, if you get on her ugly side, she may get rid of you. All right. And I'm okay with that. All right. Let's just try to be respectful. I feel like a lot of people let the anxiety get the best of them. And, you know, we all have good times, hard times in life. You just got to let shit flow. All right. Anywho, is there anybody else in here that I see I'm going to mod? Potentially. We'll stick with the two for now. But there may be another in a little bit. All right. All right. We're gonna go in order. All right. We're just going in order. It's just easy that way for me. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna back that up. I'm gonna push this that way. I'm gonna do that. There we go. Okay. Aries, what's next for you? Zodiac sign of Aries. Whatever messages need to show up for Aries. What's next for you? Show me the message. I just saw your card twice. Emperor. Here we go. I'm gonna need. Fuck it. I'm drinking more Red Bull before we start Aries. I got coffee over here. You probably can't see the straw, but it's all good. You'll see me drinking it in a little while. Move that over a little bit. There you go. What's next for the zodiac sign of Aries? Here we go, everybody. Hello, Millie. Hello, Nicole. Welcome in. Hey, LZ fan. LZ fan, I think you were blue in the past, I believe. And you're blue today. All right. Here we go. I wanted the energy to get frustrated. Like, I don't want my mods to get frustrated with the energy. I wanted the energy to try to frustrate me and just kind of laugh it off. And that's what I did. And it just worked out for me that way because I didn't think it was fair to them. So that's what I went with. Here we go. Let's do it. Aries, what's next for you? I saw the lovers. I'm like, no way. Okay, so you're going to be putting a lot of work and effort into something. Let's see where this is going. 10 of Pentacles energy. Some of you, it's not really harboring the factor of love right now. It's kind of respecting your own principles energy. You guys come off where it's like, I just want to go after situations that make sense or that show up for me or that feel valid or just feel correct. You give me this, it's got to feel correct. It's got to feel like it's going to work out. Or you have I want to stay focused on hard working energy. Like, I don't want to be aside. Like, you almost come off like, I don't want to play games. You give me this, I don't want to play games energy. Let's go. The star. Some of you might have lost contact with either an air or a water sign. It's telling me as well. There may have been something that you were working with or somebody you were working with could have been preferably an air or water sign where I feel like you became aware that the desire stopped or really working with it kind of came to a closure. Some of you actually did spend time with this person. This makes me feel like you might have spent time with this person, but somebody may want. I get this cold energy. I'm getting cold energy. Feels like it happened with communication. Go to the bottom. Somebody didn't want to feel anxiety or wait it out, whether it was you or them. Whether it was you or them, Aries, somebody did not want to wait this out. Somebody just didn't have the patience for the situation. Maybe some of you, it's a lack of trust or whatever. Here we go. The Empress, Death card. And somebody just said, fuck this. I'm moving on. I'm getting out of this energy. I do feel like it was Aries. I feel like Aries didn't feel like they were getting, they were absorbing the appreciation, the affection, or the attention that they were craving in a situation emotionally. So I feel like that made it easy for you to say, goodbye, see you later. I'll open my heart to something else. I don't have to communicate. I don't want to communicate. I don't want to put up with this shit. And you know what's funny? Look who's here. Aries. Oh shit, I'm already enjoying this reading. Let's see where this goes for Aries. Let's go. Aries, zodiac sign of Aries. I do also have this weird energy I'm picking up where somebody wants to, like, either, I don't know if it's like go abroad, get on a plane, just go somewhere brand new. Like once this brand new, it's not in the tarot. I just feel somebody wants to travel. I get a travel energy. I didn't know that was there. I was more focused on the Wheel of Fortune, Justice, and they may even feel like they need to do this alone. On Aries out there, I don't feel like they're planning on bringing anybody with them emotionally attached to the situation. Aries may just be ready to get up and go. You give me this, I got to get up and go, and I don't need to go with anybody. I can do this on my own energy. What else is here for Aries? What's next for you? You're not going to be combative or fight within situations that you feel are undeserving of your time or your energy for a while. You're just, look at this. You're just not fucking playing with it. Aries is like, I'm not fucking playing with that shit. If it's out of balance, why would I give it time or energy? I can focus on, my craft, my abilities. I can respect my own energy for a while. Where are we at? And a lot of it has to do with the fulfillment of a connection. For some of you, Aries, it's the fulfillment in finding a love connection or building the bridge to make that work out, because it hasn't been working out. And I feel like Aries is very aware of it, or not felt like it's an investment they can trust. Not felt like it's an investment they can trust, or that's how the cross watcher felt about Aries. The world. Somebody moved on, let it go. Because emotionally, they may have had to be strong about their own value or recognize something wasn't working out or didn't feel like it was ever going to work out for them in that scenario. Go to the bottom. I feel like you just got to a point where it was like, I can't exhaust my energy on situations that don't want to stick around. Give me this. If it's not sticking around, if I can't hold on to it tightly like I'm holding on to that fortune, why am I holding on to it? Energy for Aries. Like Aries is just like, no, God damn it, no. Kind of like, like just not having it kind of, and aware of it. Like, no, why would I put up with that? I don't have to put up with that. And I feel like you've been in that energy for a little bit of time. Here we go. Let's see what we get for Aries. Just anything else. Show me something else for the zodiac sign of Aries. What's next for you? What's the message that's next for them? Oh, you're not playing games. You're not letting anybody kind of upset you. Could have had a falling out, definitely with a air sign, fire sign, water sign. Whatever this is, you're at a distance with trying to focus on it. It almost makes me feel like anytime you focus on it mentally, you recognize you're not supposed to pay attention to it. You feel like it's just going to throw you off balance. And it's like, well, what the fuck's the point? It doesn't show up for me. It doesn't make me happy. I feel at a distance from it when I should be working on myself or my own, circumstances, situations. It's almost like you've had that you've recognized that some things are better off left not touching or going after. It's almost like I almost get like I don't want to deal with situations that are going to aggravate me. You come off like I don't want to be aggravated, and I need to trust that. So it tells me you're not going to let things that don't come around or make you wonder what to do with it. You're not really going to focus on that because you've got the same message that we started with, the 10 of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. Some of you, it could be friendships or love situations that you're not going to worry about those situations at this time. You're just not doing that. Aries isn't about it right now. They don't want the battles. They don't want to they don't see the effort. They see putting the effort into themselves and cutting free of anything else that they feel isn't going to work or just be if it feels like it doesn't make sense, they're not going to focus on it. They'll look away. Queen of Wands energy. Your heart will go on to other things. You'll take risks towards other victories. That's what you'll aim to go after. One of these cards did fall, and you're probably going to be like, well, I can just go into an area where I feel confident. Where when I move, you give me this, I'm going to move emotionally on my own. I don't need the outcome of somebody else to be happy. I'm not worried about that. I'm just worried about the momentum I'm going to build. So there's an Aries out there that could be tired of somebody testing their patience. Somebody could be sick of somebody testing their patience, or that was coming around or came around when they felt like it, type of energy, or a cross watcher feels that way towards you. Whatever's going on here, somebody's not trying to let that be their focus or what they manifest. They're about looking towards the brighter sides of what they can invest in, Aries. And that could be you. I do feel like that is you, definitely. A lot of you, it's just telling me if you don't feel like it was vibing with you or playing fair with you, you're not going to give into it. You have when it comes to getting balanced communication, it feels like if it wasn't showing up for you, or you weren't showing up for it emotionally, you're unavailable for it. Then it goes to the Five of Wands. Why am I going to fight for a situation that I'm not speaking to, or that isn't speaking to me? And I feel like that's kind of the message, that's the situation you may have learned. It's about letting go of things that didn't work. I'm done. It's about letting go of things that didn't work out. And Aries is very aware of this. Let's give you an extended message. Let's see what we get for the zodiac sign of Aries. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Welcome in, I Love Fire Tarot, Millie Cruz. Welcome in, Tay. How you doing? I need to drink some more Red Bull for Aries. I got coffee, so that's the backup. All right. That is the backup. Here we go. Aries. What's next? What is next for the zodiac sign of Aries? What is next for the zodiac sign of Aries? See what it says. Show me something for Aries, please. Some of you have made a clear decision. If it's not something that's going to show up for me, I'm not going to worry about it. Look at, after I said it, 10 of Cups reversed. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to play with it. It's almost like if it's not going to show up with the Ace of Cups energy, complete every fucking thing. I mean everything. It's going to shine on you like the sun shines down and gives you a tan on your face, your back, your ass. You're not having it. You're cut right out of that bullshit. You will not become emotionally attached to it. You're not going to look at a situation that makes you wonder if you should invest in it when you clearly feel like the investment should be you right now that you're focused on. This is the change that it's showing me for Aries. You're going to be very creative. You may feel at a distance from going towards events or celebrating with other people for a while, or communicating with people, or even wanting to open up to them. This makes me feel like Aries is either putting up their boundaries or just making sure they don't let anything upset them, because they don't want this bullshit. The Aries is like, I'm done with that shit. That shit's done and dead with. It's almost like I'm drawing a fucking new map, and I don't need anybody to fucking jump into the map and throw me off the fucking trail. The trail, the road, whatever. Here we go. Some of you may have had either a water sign or an air sign that was thinking about you. I'm definitely a water air sign. You got Libra, Gemini. Some of you, it's an air sign, water sign. Could be a fire sign. Whatever this is, I don't see you being like all up in arms or worried about it. Thank you for the super chat. I feel like you're letting go of situations that disturbed your peace. If it bothered you and you were holding back from communicating it, instead of worrying about it, you're just not looking at it, or it's almost like, I know what I have to do. You give me this, I know what I have to do, and I know what I'm going to do. And I'm going to let go of things that don't work out or that get in the way of what make me feel solid. If it didn't feel like something I could move towards, Ace of Swords, get truth and clarity, or manifest, I'll manifest what I can what I can move towards. I'll find my own fulfillment, and I'm not going to worry about being juggled or juggling too much shit. I'll just move out of that energy because I don't need the chaos in my life, and I trust this decision. I'm not letting it in. I'm not fighting for it. I'm fighting for my victories. I feel like the energy is I would like to have some love and stuff, but I'm not upset or stuck on the fact or the outcome of not moving towards it at this time. I'm not fucking letting that be me. Page of Swords. I'm so far away from it. You couldn't do anything to get me out of this energy because it was off. It made me feel off. And emotionally, I need to go after what's going to make me feel content, not what's going to make me emotionally feel like shit's not going to work out or be there for a little while and then drop the fuck off. And I feel like Aries is very aware of this. King of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, the Moon. There you go. You're aware card. Knight of Pentacles and the Strength. And that may be the strength that you're going through. That may be the situation you're dealing with. I feel like it tested your patience and it made you say, I'm not fucking going to work with a situation that I need to move away from. And I need to learn to trust myself that that's emotionally the best option for me. When communication's meant to happen or fight for me correctly, or I feel like I can trust it, maybe then emotionally I will move towards it. Until then, everything's staying in the motherfucking past. And I feel like Aries is aware of that because you're about figuring things out that are going to manifest brightly and strongly for you. That's how I view you right now. Some of you may have had a little bit of a hard time financially. If you did, you may have weighed out. It's almost like if you had a hard time financially, it may have been because you were focused a little bit too much on emotional stuff. I don't see you doing that anymore. I feel like you're just focused more on the abundant energy around you. You also make me feel like if you are doing well financially, you may have held back going at it as much because you were trying to play with the emotions of situations until you said, fuck this, I'm not doing it again. That's what I see for Aries. Let's keep going. All right. Welcome in, everybody. Okay. I dropped one in my lap. I got it. Okay. How's everybody? Hey, Jill. I like to have Jill Blue because she's a good mod. So, Jill, you're going to be a mod too. I told you I would add them as we went. I wasn't lying. Oh, man. I got to drink some Red Bull before we hit Taurus's energy. And I'm going to light that little bit of a cigarette I got left. What's the deal with Taurus? What's next for Taurus? What's next for you? We'll go find out. Let's see if we can pick up your energy. I know it's a sign. It's trying not to let me light it. The lighter's dying, but it's probably telling me, like, I was expecting it to die during this reading. It might stop me from smoking, what'll suck, but it is what it is. It's probably good for me. What's the message for Taurus? What's next for Taurus? Why is that reversed? Explain to me why that's reversed. Keep going. Ooh, Taurus, you have a strong, like, I'm not going to be bothered emotionally energy. Emotionally, you almost come off fixated with, if something you dealt with was intolerable in the past, you've kind of made the decision not to let it upset you. Or if you were upset at something or you felt like something wasn't going to work out, you kind of just staying at a distance from it. I feel a distant energy. Hold up. Show me something for Taurus. What's going on? Why do we have action here? King of Swords energy. Show me what's up for Taurus. Taurus, it's telling me somebody was either undecided about taking action towards you, communicating with you, or you felt like when it came to putting in the work, it was almost like, if I put in the work, what's going to happen? If I go towards this and I put it into the work, it's just going to end badly anyway with this communication. You give me this. I need to go towards a different approach towards love. I may have felt like I found this out about myself. I don't want to fight. You almost give me, I don't want to fight for old celebrations. I want new energy to come towards me. That's the balance I want to move towards. I'm cutting out the old stuff that I invested in. This is what it's coming. You want new beginnings. Taurus is all about wanting new fucking beginnings. I don't know what that's about. That's what it's telling me. Unintrigued, unimpressed, uninvited, it's almost like you don't want to deal with the familiar. It doesn't excite or do anything for you, kind of energy. What is that about? Let's see what we get. Clarify that 10. 10 of Swords in reverse. Clarify it for Taurus. What's the message? Could have had some struggles definitely with a fire sign or an ending with a fire sign, or they have fire placements. Some of you, maybe Gemini placements as well. Ace of Pentacles. It didn't work out. It didn't work out. They may look at the situation, still have their heart open in the situation. I don't feel like you or them are fighting for that situation anymore. Let's go. I feel like both of you are trying to find the peace mentally and the celebration that feels like it fits, like the right shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like the right shoes. Kind of at a crossroads or a distance from trusting what is going to be the right thing to approach. Somebody could be a little heartbroken over you as well, or wonder if you're going to emotionally come towards them. They don't trust you. They don't trust you, or you don't trust them. I feel like they don't trust you or want to expand with you. I feel like they may still be holding on to the attachment of the situation or the investment they had with you from the past. The problem is they're learning how to release it, Taurus. I feel like someone's learning how to release it. And if this is your energy, which it doesn't feel like it feels, I know, I'm going to tell you, it feels like there's an energy around you where you've already released it. I have to be fucking like, just tell you, emotionally not communicating, or emotionally unavailable towards that situation for the zodiac sign of Taurus. Here we go. It's over. Somebody's like, it's over. I don't want to work this out. Or every time I try to work this out, what happens? The Emperor, if I were to rush towards it, I become aware of what? That it's unhealthy. It feels unhealthy, or it just doesn't feel like the shoe's on the right foot, or the situation. I feel like there's not enough communication. Point blank period. There's not enough communication. You may be very aware of that. The Hermit card's here, which is Virgo energy. The Death card, Temperance, and Star. What are you going towards? Trying not to be frustrated or argue with situations or fight with stuff emotionally. Just trying to move away from that energy. Be strong with it. Some of you have recognized, I don't want to move towards a situation if it doesn't make me feel secure, or somebody's unhappy. Somebody's unhappy, whether it was Taurus or the cross watcher. They were unhappy, or it felt like a lack of fulfillment, a lack of love, fulfillment, or connection in the connection. They may have explored other options that they thought would make them happy, that they wanted to play with. I'll tell you something, though. I feel like somebody gives me an unsure energy. The Sun card, it's almost like they're not really sure what to play with, or what outcome's going to make sense with that Ace of Swords energy. They may feel at a distance with knowing what to go towards, or what's going to prevail, kind of like what's going to work out. Somebody feels like what's going to work out, or should I even invest in this situation moving forward, kind of energy. You might have had I'm going to say it, you might have had a hard time with a fire sign, because I got that invest energy, fire energy. Over here, I got fire energy. Some of you, it's a fire energy. It could be another Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, because that's underneath that card. But I'll give you a little bit more, see what we get. What's next for Taurus? What's next for you? Show me something. Here we go. Ooh, one fell in my lap. What's next for the zodiac sign? Taurus. You give me the energy when it comes to the, like, if communication was offered, you're not really going, you're not doing it. I'm definitely going to say what I'm feeling. You're not doing it. Taurus has this fuck that bullshit from fuck the old. I want the new energy. You're all about, I want the new. I'm leaving everything else behind. I'm not going to be emotionally available for a situation. I thought I had balance, and I want to move to other shit. You have this, I want to move towards other shit energy. I don't want to be stuck. I don't want to look back. The Hierophant. I don't want to argue. I don't want... what is this about? Page of Pentacles. Clarify it. Clarify for Taurus. Taurus looks at a situation, man or woman. Listen to this. Taurus looks at a situation, man or woman, whatever they were like going along with. I was going along with a situation that I felt like was breaking or falling apart. I don't feel like they were there's no fucking communication, so I don't feel like it was being communicated. I feel like emotionally they were withdrawing their feelings of happiness, or it's keeping it at a distance, not trusting the investment, or giving empathy, or speaking up. Somebody wouldn't speak up, whether it was Taurus to Cross Watcher. Definitely could have been an earth sign, fire sign. Somebody else clarify. Somebody may have also felt like, well, if it's not going to work here, instead of trying to communicate a situation, I can play the options, play the field. I can figure situations out for myself. Definitely could have been a man. Man could have done that to a woman. I have the Four of Swords to the Celebration. Thought about it. I do feel like they pursued this. This is like I did pursue it. Energy. Three of Hearts, balance. Could have been a third party energy. Ace of Wands, to at a distance. Felt at a distance, potentially with a fire sign. Judgment, truth and clarity, being aware that they were giving their options to something else. Their options, their emotions, their feelings towards something else. I feel like they were ignoring what they should have focused on. They didn't want to work on it or open up. They just put it behind them, and that's what they trusted when it came to this love situation. This is what it's telling me for the zodiac sign of Taurus. Let's see what we get going forward. All right, welcome in, everybody. Oh, yikes. I just hope I can get something about what's next. I don't mind if it shows a little bit about what is or what was. I want to see what's next. That's what I'm hoping the next cards kind of reveal. Here we go. Taurus. What do we have for the zodiac sign of Taurus? What do we have for the zodiac sign of Taurus? What is the message for them? Show me something for Taurus, please. 2 more shuffles. And last one. Let's do this. What is next for you? I like that shuffle. Let's see what you get. Show me what's next for Taurus. Strength card. Some of you are not going to communicate very well for a while, or in general with a fire sign. Definitely fire sign, maybe an air sign. I don't feel like you're fighting to. It's almost like. Clarify that. Hold on. 3 of Cups, the 5 of Wands. Why? Give me clarification on that. Something that may have made a Taurus happy in the past, they're not fighting to really move towards it. They feel like they're going in a different direction. This gives me different direction. I feel this energy here, something they worked with in the past, they're not putting the stability into it or celebrating or moving toward. I'm not moving towards something I've already had. I'm starting over. I'm taking action in that. I'm not going to get stuck in a situation. I'm going to trust what I need to do. I'm going to let go of situations that I felt unavailable towards, putting the work and effort towards. If I felt at a distance with it, I felt at a distance with it. If I felt like I had to look at it or look away from it, that's probably what they did. They moved away. Somebody said, I'm moving away from an energy I don't feel like's working out. When it comes to... And that's what they're trusting. There's a Taurus that's trusting it. Emotionally unavailable, or just kind of, it's like an acceptance to their emotions. Didn't feel like it was in it anymore. Somebody didn't feel like they were in it with you anymore. Now, this could be a woman Taurus, a man Taurus, whatever, but somebody felt like it wasn't meant for them, or it wasn't, it wasn't providing the necessary things they wanted. Maybe the foundation, the principles, the everything. It gives me like an everything. It's probably why they want that new beginning. Taurus is about getting new beginnings, letting go of things that didn't work out or things that they felt like didn't trust them or lost passion and desire. So somebody made a decision. I feel like it was Taurus. I do feel like it might have been Taurus to say, you know what? When it comes to this love situation, I'm not putting the effort towards it. I'm putting my energy somewhere else. And it feels like that I'm done. I am so it feels like the investment stopped or the emotions did. I feel like they thought about trying to invest in it, but they didn't have patience, so they just let it kind of fade or said goodbye to it and started to look at situations or other offers. Definitely other offers they played with, or that's what they were willing to do. So some of them wanted to focus on themselves or career, not focus on the past, or worry about things that may not have manifested or shown up for them in victory settings. Taurus is very action oriented at this time as well. Let's see where we go from here. I'm going to give you a little more. I just want to see if I can get something else for you. Give me something else for Taurus, specifically for them, specifically for the zodiac sign of Taurus. Somebody let go of a situation. Somebody definitely let go of a situation. I keep getting this card. I keep getting this card for Taurus. They let go of it. They became emotionally aware that when it came to playing with it, it wasn't showing up for them the way they were expecting or hoping. It's almost like I wasn't getting what I wanted. So I decided, you know what? I'm not going to stay stuck to a situation that's over. I'm going to put my energy towards something else. They gave a lot of thought to it too. I don't think they were that patient or practical with speaking though, because I don't have any communication. I just have lack of love or trying to fix the situation. No, they didn't try to fix this love situation. I feel like they made a judgment call. And they may have also, they may know somebody's mad at them. Could be a fire or an air sign that's mad at them because they went off and had a fucking new beginning. Whatever. It is what it is. Ace of Pentacles definitely could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Ace of Pentacles to Justice reverse. Somebody left something behind and emotionally started working somewhere else, going towards a different road, different challenge, different direction. That's the decision that was made. That's what they trusted. It's almost like somebody trusted going somewhere else instead of working on what they had. I don't know how else the fuck to say this. The Fool. Why is this here? They let go of this. They let go of something they were attached to. Some of you, it was for quite some time. The Hermit is an old man. The Empress, the Fool. What do they know? That they wanted to, they may let go of. Some of you, they move towards a water sign instead of working something out with a fire sign. Some shit like that. This is what I'm seeing for Taurus. Give me something else. Very little communication or forward movement with action towards each other. The Sun is reversed and stability. Somebody's trying to work on their stability. They could be both of you. All four cards are upright. That could be both of you. You could be at a distance. The Magician, 3 of Swords reversed. And somebody wouldn't trust if you came towards them or vice versa. Jesus. So somebody's kind of like, even if they come towards me or try to talk to me, I'm not emotionally ready to kind of deal with it. Somebody's not emotionally ready to deal with that situation, and they know that, whether it's you or them. There's a love situation that it's hitting hard. It's hitting hard. Here we go. Jeez. Let's keep going. Welcome in, Ralph. Anything else for Taurus? Why is that like that? It's just showing me somebody's not emotionally attached to a situation they used to be attached to. I don't know how else to explain this for you, Taurus. It's like the repeat. You have the Five of Cups, the Fool card. When it comes to taking the risk, or the King of Wands, opening your heart, the Queen of Pentacles, trusting or moving towards a situation, being fulfilled with awareness, or knowing you would like to go towards something that you've had. Somebody's not being emotionally available for, or playing with that love situation. They let it go. Somebody let it go. They almost felt like it wasn't something they could fix. Something they've had, they feel like they couldn't fix. Oh, it wasn't going to work out. I get somebody might have got bored or felt like they were being denied access, whatever that's about. Maybe it was emotional support, or getting or just feeling like they belong. Somebody may have felt like they didn't belong in a situation anymore. People change, and that's why it comes out like this. It's why they might have chased a new beginning and let it go. Whether it was you and you're the female, or you're the man and you did it. I don't know who the fuck did what, but that's what it's telling me. That's what I got for Taurus. We're gonna do Gemini. All right. Oh my Lord. Here we go. Woo! It's almost like Taurus isn't trying to let the past get to them. And they know that some of you, it's a matter of the past can't get to you. Others of you, it's not trying to even focus on it. It's focusing on other situations to avoid the situations that were never handled correctly. That's fucking crazy. But that's what I'm picking up. I almost drank my coffee. I still got Red Bull. Gemini. All right. Hold up a second. I might brighten it up a little bit. All right. Fuck it. I'll just put this on. That's better. There we go. That probably should have helped a lot. Gemini. What do we have for Gemini? What's the message for the zodiac sign of Gemini? What's next for you? Imagine that. You're over here all by your lonesome. On the bottom of the deck. We'll start with that. What's next for Gemini? What's next for you? What do you got for Geminis? Here we go. Some of you are letting go of things that didn't work out, or didn't make you feel like you were connected to it, or like it could have been a position. It could have been a situation that just didn't feel like it. You almost make me feel like it didn't deserve you, or came at you undeserving. There's an undeserving energy here with the Tower and that Eight of Cups, leaving something out and appreciating what you have to offer, and trying to. I almost get like you're going to bring it out. You're going to bring it out, or it's going to get exposed. It's going to be undeniable energy. You give me this, it'll be undeniable energy, and people will see it. People will see me type of fucking energy. I don't know why you give me a lot of energy on her. Hold up. Show me something. Gemini. Some of you had something to do with a career situation that didn't work out. Some of you also, if you were feeling like things weren't going to work out with a health situation for a while, let's see where that goes. Let's clarify that. It's going to work out with health, better or worse. What do we got here? You'll either let go of that feeling, the Queen of Cups, emotionally. If things weren't working out, or I get like it upsetting you. You give me this, if things weren't working out or upset you, I'm not going to focus. I'm not going to put my energy there. Whatever upsets you, whether it was work or love, I feel like you're just going to continue to build. You're not going to really you give me this, I'm not fucking backpedaling energy. I'm not doing it. I've discovered that some things that don't work out are better off left behind me. I'm not going to force situations. I still need to work a little bit on trusting situations around me, though, and that's about you. You picking that up. It's almost like you can smell it. If you smell what the rock is cooking, you can smell that shit. All right. Here we go. Show me something for Gemini. King of Wands and the Chariot. Some of you have been emotionally careful or at a distance with your emotions or going forward. You give me this, I've been very careful with going forward. Some of you have also been trying maybe to figure out what's going to make sense to move towards or what you need to learn to work with or appreciate. Some of you have that energy I'm picking up. You could feel at a distance with trying to figure out what's going to work out or some of you, it's about what's going to work out or how do I be my own fucking boss? How do I not have to listen to anybody type energy? How do I trust that outcome? The Queen of Wands, Two of Cups, the Page of Swords. Some of you definitely feel at a distance or don't have good communication with potentially an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Ace of Swords reversed, Page of Swords reversed. There's bad communication with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It's just like the communication's dropped off the earth. I'm done. It's just not that good of communication anymore. It's not what it once was kind of energy. I feel like you're more practical about your stability versus a situation that's behind you. I don't feel like you're worrying about the things that didn't work out. I feel like you're trying to balance out the situations you want to see work out. What's going on? You're about trying to make peace or manifest the next best idea or solution in your life, Gemini. This is what it's telling me. You're coming off very like I need to stay determined or focused, or maybe that's how you've been feeling, very focused. Watch out for your shoulder hurting you, whether it's your right or left shoulder. While I read you, my right shoulder's fucking killing me. Page of Pentacles. Oh, shit. Page of Pentacles. You got the Nine of Cups, Page of Wands, balance. Some of you haven't really made time or effort for love situations, it's telling me, or produced the action towards it. I feel like you've been focusing on the things that you can invite in your life that are in front of you. And I think you know you're doing that, not really being open up towards your emotions or going towards things that would bring in happiness towards you. I feel like a lot of you've kind of put that, kind of got distance from it. Others of you may be curious. I get this curious energy about who's going to be the next person, who's going to be the next beginning, what option should I be facing or looking at? What are you trying to trust here? Some of you are trying to trust a decision that either will be made or has been made. Some of you think about going towards love but haven't necessarily committed to it yet, whatever that's about for Gemini. We're going to see what else we get. We're going to see what else we get for you. I'm going to pick up the other tarot for you. All right. Says I got one person watching. One person! Stop lying to me. Here we go. Ooh, polish off the Red Bull for you. Wow. I'm glad I did it. If I waited any longer, it would have got really shitty taste. It would have been too warm. What do we have for Gemini? What's next for you? What do we have? You're going to have a lot of changes. Maybe even financial success or luck. Something about luck with it. Look at this. Changes, baby. You will. I feel like that's the energy you're going to start focusing on or playing with. You give me this strong, I need to balance that out in my life. I want to focus on things that I feel passionately like correct to invest towards. This is something that's probably been on your mind. How can I find this or create this happiness inside my life? Create this balance. Could be a woman that's been going through this as well. A man could feel at a distance with figuring this out, or a man you spoke to or dealt with may feel at a distance with communication or working with you. When it comes to getting emotions out of you, strength, they may feel like you're not moving towards that situation. You've let it go. You may have an ex that I get like you may have an ex that like they'd like to try to go towards you, but nobody does anything. Whatever. We're going to pick this up and see what we get. It gives me the nobody does anything energy. I'm going to keep going. The lack of communication, maybe lack of emotions. There was neither one on the table. Communication or a lot of like wish fulfillment, emotional energy there. Show me something for Gemini, please. What's next for you? What's next for you? Ooh, I like how those spun out. Not being emotionally tied down to things you don't trust, making that decision, being strong about it, knowing that that's probably the best thing. Some of you Geminis are like, if it's not for me, it's not for me. I feel like a lot of you have been running in this energy for a while or been emotional. It's almost like you've been tucking that emotions or the effort to worry about things outside of career, or maybe some of you it's career or it's being a parent, maybe focusing on career and the younger ones around you with that Page of Swords. Outside of that, it feels like everything's deafening. Clarify the star card, Gemini's energy. Clarify the star card. You really come off like you want things to work out. And it doesn't show me that it almost tells me that things that fell apart in a love situation or home situation that didn't work out, moved out, you moved out, he moved out, whoever moved out, whatever became challenging, you stopped paying attention or playing with it. You said no and goodbye to this. You give me this no. I said no and goodbye to this. Star card and the Justice card, it makes me feel like you recognized it ain't working. When it comes to being something that is like, you almost give me this, I'm not fond of it anymore. It doesn't, you give me this, my heart's not in it, energy, and I'm not happy with it. So what am I doing? I'm looking away. Definitely could have been, you could have that emotions or feelings towards a fire or an air sign. Fire, I'm done. Fire or an air sign. Fire or an air sign. Let's go again. Fire sign. Some of you may be a fucking water sign. Maybe Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I don't fucking know. But somebody feels at a goddamn distance with the whole situation. And they know it. I'm so over it. Distance, no communication, lack of going towards it. And I feel like you're very aware of this. I feel like you can't deny it. Feeling emotionless towards it and wanting to move away from that energy and trusting that's what's best because the relationship became unhealthy or it made you feel emotionally at a distance. It might have made you feel a little anxiety to getting the victory or feeling like you could work through it. So it was easier to let it go or feel like emotionally we don't fit. The Chariot's reversed. I don't have love for this situation. I did at one time. But at this time, I want to take action towards something that's going to show me, it's going to show up for me. Somebody didn't trust the situation. Definitely could have been, there could be a Gemini that did not trust another Gemini, didn't trust a Libra, an Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. That's what I'm seeing for Gemini. Let's keep going. All right. Should we try a little more for Gemini? I always almost skip Gemini, so we may try a little bit more. All right. Here we go. Let's keep going. Welcome in, Brad. Hey, Tracy. Welcome in, Deb. Anything else for Gemini? Quickly. What is the message for Gemini? It's got to make me feel like it's right. It's got to feel right, or I don't want. Ooh, you're going to be very action oriented, or clarify the King of Swords. Why is that here for Gemini? What is the message for Gemini? What do they need to see right now? It's a matter of don't let the things that upset you get in the way of where you're heading. Things that you may have dealt with that may have, you may have had your heart open on it. I definitely feel like things that have upset you, whether it was it could have been an earth, fire, air sign, maybe some of you water, but I ain't got no water right now. Whatever kept you feeling stuck, like it wasn't working, worth putting the effort towards. I feel like it's going to make you focus on putting the effort towards you. And I feel like you've got to do that because it's at the end of the day, there hasn't been things that have been making you as happy as you'd like to be. You may feel emotionally withdrawn from situations or even making decisions at times. Some of you had a hard time wondering if you could trust a situation or what's going on in a situation, whether you were open about it or you kept your lips shut, whatever the deal is here. Oh my God, whether you were open about it or you kept your lips shut, the page it wants, whether you didn't say shit. Some of you said shit, some of you didn't say shit. But emotionally, I feel like you're like, what the fuck is going on? Are they with somebody else? Are they doing something else? I need to fucking know what the fuck the deal is here. Better not be fucking lying to me, bitch. Whether it's a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, fucking Sagittarius. All right? That's what I see for Gemini. So I feel like you're just gathering everything you can gather and going as it's almost like you're give me something for Gemini. I want to see what I can get. You're going to work on principle, money. You're going to fight for direction and victory. That's what you're going to do. And you're trying not to let things get to why you do this. You're not trying to be emotionally held down or upset about situations that make you feel like you got to worry about building with them. Gemini's in the I got to move energy. And I got to trust that I got to move energy. You've got the I got to go. It's go time. It's almost your fucking Gemini season. And I feel like you're just getting in that energy now. That's what I see for you. Let's keep going. I hope it made sense. Oh, shit. Let's keep rolling. Rolling. Cancer signs. Keep fucking smoking. I'm going to get cancer. I don't have any fucking wood to knock on. Fucking table's plastic. Hold up. I should knock on that bureau. Oh, fucking head's close enough. All right. Let's do this. Just dry off my sweaty Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Cancer. Welcome in, Small TV. What is the message for the zodiac sign of Cancer? Hey, Roxanne. What is the zodiac message for Cancer? Ooh. I might fucking need to get my shoulder looked at. This fucking... I don't know. I don't feel like it's your shoulder cancer. Just watch out for weird flare-ups. Some of you, it's in the gut or your legs bothering you. Some of you, if it's not like from your waist to your knees, it's you may have ankles might swell up. You might get like swollen ankles or have bad joints. Whatever. We're gonna get out of that energy because I don't want to feel that shit. Somebody's got a bad knee because my knee's starting to hurt. Ooh, I had to crack my right knee. Oh, left knee wouldn't crack. Here we go. Let's do this. I can feel the knee again. I gotta move. I can't even sit like that. Maybe when you bend it or have it extended back too much, it hurts. Or like if you're sitting and it's an uncomfortable feeling. It's usually my left one that hurts. Here we go. Like if it's on my energy. Here we go. Cancer. What's next for you? You're going to be very action-oriented. Maybe some of you could be very outspoken or know that's something you've held back from. Some of you, it's going to be about taking action towards opening up emotionally or starting to look for an investment emotionally that you haven't really focused on or worked with. I feel like that's what you're going to balance out. A lot of you have let go of the past situations that stressed you out. Some of you that stressed you out or may have caused you harm. I'm sorry, but that's what I'm picking up. Stressed you out or caused you harm. Cancer ain't about it. Cancer's about seeing things and being strong and recognizing what the fuck they've been through and trusting to move out of any energies that didn't work out or may have upset them or that they held on for too long. Anything that slowed you down or made you unhappy, you're not letting that be like the goal, the focus. You're letting it go. You're definitely letting that go. That's the judgment. That's the outcome. You've made the decision. You've made the commitment, or you've acknowledged what needs to change. Show me something for Cancer, please. You're taking control, and you're emotionally equipped to understand that it's time for you to do that. I actually love your reading so far. Keep putting that effort towards knowing that what you're doing is probably the right effort. I feel like something that you're working towards, acknowledgement within yourself or direction you're heading in is where you're supposed to be. It just gives me like that you're on the right track energy. Show me something for Cancer, please. trust it. The Hermit is reversed. Start and manifest. Be patient, but know you're doing the right thing. That's your card. Even if it takes more time, know you're doing the right thing. Sometimes we have to go at a distance. We have to make that decision before we emotionally become available again. You're going to start off with new beginnings, and you're going to, I feel like that just makes me feel like it's about damn time. Like, I love it. I love it. I feel like there are things that may have emotionally triggered you or upset you in the past that you're not letting them upset you anymore. I feel like your emotions are not with that anymore. I feel like your emotions have put that in check. Give me this checkmate energy. Like, I saw it for what it was. I dealt with it for what it was. I may even closed off about the situation because of what it was, or became distant from it, or learned I couldn't trust the investment. So I let it go. I said goodbye to it. Some of you, it could have been an air sign, could have been a fire sign, could have been a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Whatever it was, I feel like you recognized it wasn't giving you the support or the direction that was going to lead to fulfillment, that was going to be like a joyous celebration. Like it feels like there were, some of you feels like there were too many other options or opportunities that they were focused on or hiding that they may have been investing in the past. Some shit like that. Here we go. Something was, I feel like they were trying to hide something from you with that Devil card. I honestly feel like they were trying to hide some shit from you. So you probably said, fuck this, I'm moving on. I'm not going to stress about it. I'm just going to cut you out. I'm going to cut you out because you give me this, life's too short. And if you want to fight for stupid shit, I'm not with it. If you want to throw things off balance, or you want to disregard this relationship or bring somebody else into it, when it comes to, I don't feel like you were the cheat here. You don't give me you were the cheat here. You give me that somebody was playing games or not telling you everything they were up to. Some of you, that may not be everybody's message, that part, but I feel like if it was your message, you became very aware you couldn't go towards that bullshit or deal with that bullshit. Some of you, it was either they were unhealthy because they were tolerating somebody else, or they were abusive. It could have been abusive. Page of Wands. And if that was it, if that's what it was, the best fucking move was to get the fuck out. Get the fuck out of here kind of energy for Cancer. And not feel anything towards it or emotionally shut it down and recognize this needs to end and it's better in this direction. It's almost like this isn't love. This isn't how I should be treated. And I don't want to be locked in my head or take action towards a situation that doesn't love me or invest in me or that I can't appreciate or doesn't appreciate me. Knowing that it's not something that should still be in your energy. It's almost like you became very, very aware of the situation. I think it took you a little bit, it might have took you by surprise what you found out about this person now. That Devil card, whatever you found out about them, whatever, all the unhealthy aspects, whether it was fucking drinking, whether it was getting loud with you, whether it was getting physical with you, whatever the fuck this was, whether it was being dishonest about somebody else with you, a lot of you figured it out. And we're like, now I gotta back offset, gotta go. Kind of like not letting this happen to me kind of energy. It's not a reading I really like to give out, but it's what it feels like. All right. Anything else for Cancer? Anything else for Cancer? What is the message for the zodiac sign of Cancer? Leaving it behind and knowing that was probably the smartest outcome to keep peace and preserve your own happiness and trust your stability. Some of you saw something good with this person, or you were coming at, this just makes me feel like you were coming at them correctly. You were moving towards them correctly. They may have been moving towards something else in a disrespectful manner that you may not have trusted they were doing this until it ended. They may have been a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. They could have, I'm getting a lot of energy. Hold up. Could have been a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Definitely could have been I'm going to tell you, fire sign, air sign, water sign, whatever for that reason. Fire sign, air sign, water sign energy is what it's making me feel like. Here we go. Show me something. So it makes me look at a situation where emotionally I feel like you had to trust that you knew you couldn't trust a situation that you were trying to belong to, or that was trying to show you it belonged to you. Makes me feel like you recognized this isn't something I can really trust, and I'm not going to get stuck in this energy. It may have made you have to take action, or find out things were being juggled or you were being juggled. Some of you, it was about not getting what there was three. Juggle, three. Number three. And I feel like you found out, and it made you feel like, you know what? Why am I here? Let me make a decision. Might have upset you. You might have tried to make peace with it. Might have slowed you down from moving forward for a while, but I feel like you're ready to move forward now. This is your message, Cancer. I feel like this is what's going on with Cancer. Wow. Let me see what else we get for you. I'm going to pick up the pink tarot and see what we get for you. I want to give you some more. I want to see what happens. Show me something else for the zodiac sign of Cancer. Some of you couldn't trust an air sign or fire sign, it's telling me. It was specific Leo energy. Some of you, it was Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius energy. You could not trust. Some of you could have been another Cancer sign, Chariot reversed, Strength card. When it came to, building with them, or them being emotionally available, or creating the happiness, it all fell apart. A lot of it might have lacked communication or emotional growth and stability, or moving towards you. I feel like you got tired of it. I got tired of it. I had to let this go. I had to say goodbye to it. That was going to be what created balance. Or they had already said goodbye to me, and I had to figure out this. You keep getting a lot of threes. So there may have been three people, or there was something I feel like you became aware of, where the love wasn't being shared, or they were offering it maybe somewhere else, investing it somewhere else. And it might have made it easy to let go of it, or recognize I don't want anything like that around me. That's not the way I operate in love situations. So why am I going to let that be the problem? I should have probably trusted myself and said goodbye before I found out about the toxic bullshit that I found out about this person. And now I feel like emotionally, you're ready to open up with your heart and start over again, and you're not hurt anymore. I feel like you've accepted the judgment or the outcome of a situation. I feel like you've cut free of that bullshit and problem, whether it was a fire sign, any sign, earth sign, water sign, fire sign. I feel like you're putting a lot of work into recognizing where I've been is not going to stop me from where I'm going. And I'm not going to be upset. I was emotionally attached or upset for a while, but I've learned how to release it. That's how you come across to me, zodiac sign of Cancer. I've learned how to move away from this shit. And now I'm ready to start opening up my heart and taking the risks. You have the one side of the deck, the other side of the deck, taking that risk or the responsibility to move forward. Go start again. You have this, I'm going to start again energy. That's what I see for Cancer. Here we go. Okay, Leo in a second. All right. Thanks everybody that makes it, and everybody that hits the like button. I greatly appreciate it. Definitely drinking a little bit of coffee for Leo. Maybe a little more. All right. Let me fast forward this, see if I can catch up to wherever we are. It's close. Oh, shit. I screwed it all up. There we go. It's close enough. I don't know. Yeah, I see Jill's message. Got it. Yahtzee. All right. Leo, you're getting the cigarette. Oh, hell. What are we going to get for Leo? I hope it's good. You never really know. Let's hope. I can hope. It's funny, Leo, we're going to do you. And there you are, Queen of Wands. That happened, I think, with Gemini. Here we go. Let's go. Shit. I don't know who this is going to be for. I'm going to wait. We're going to wait. I'm going to shuffle it. If that needs to show up and it shows up that way, I'll remember it. I'm not just going to let them fly out like that. We're going to shuffle just like we shuffle for everybody else. Leo. For the zodiac sign of Leo. Oh my God, the card felt like it flicked. It's the first fucking card. We're done. I get it. I fucking get it. Leave me the fuck alone. Don't fucking haunt me tonight. I get it. The card was fucking supposed to be out. I get it. It fucking tried to tickle my middle finger and fell out. I'm like, fuck that. It's the first card. There could be a Leo that's upset. Could be a Leo that's upset. Here we go. Holy shit, I did not. It literally tickled my middle finger as it fell out. I was not expecting that. So, yeah, I get the message here. Let's go. What's going on? Leo's energy. I just saw the Sun card. What's going on with Leo? Could be a little off kilter or upset. Some of you, it could be with getting balance, whether it's the emotional support in a relationship or the lack of a relationship being in front of you. Some of you may feel at a distance with that happiness or moving towards something about moving towards options. It almost feels like it doesn't excite you, or you haven't put the effort towards opening up towards that avenue of love. It almost feels like it's restricted access. Why the fuck does it feel that way? Why the fuck does it feel? You better spill the beans on Leo, god damn it. Here we go. Let's see what we get for Leo. What's the message for Leo? Restricted access, motherfucker. Not emotionally available, wanting to go towards investing on work, thinking about being very solid or work-oriented, and knowing that's the truth and clarity and action they need to go forward. Some of you are trying not to be stressed out about actions that may have happened around you or upset you. Things that have happened around you or that have upset you that felt like burdens, you're trying not to let that be your focus. You're trying to keep that at a fucking distance. And I feel like you give me a reading like you're trying to invest in yourself. Some of you could be having a hard time getting the victory, the wanting. It's almost like balancing out the victory that you want. Put the work and effort in it, and it can show up for you. Never disregard, never forget. Here we go. Show me something for Leo. Whether it's towards a love situation, loving yourself, investing in yourself, investing in your ideas, your thoughts, or just producing, being that, you know what, being that person that can get it all, deserves it all, because I feel like you want it all. And I feel like that's what you're trying to manifest. You may have felt like somebody was lying to you or stepped out on you. For some of you, emotionally, what's going on? I feel like you're not trying to focus on something that may have stressed you out. I feel like you're trying to let go of something that didn't work out. I feel like you need to trust that, because at the end of the day, you know that you don't need anybody to make you happy, Leo. You know you don't need anybody to make you happy, Leo. Let me say it again. I feel like if something didn't work out or showed changes, I feel like what it is it's teaching you that it's almost like not everything's gonna last forever, or you can't worry about being emotionally stuck in a situation that's hard to get away from or doesn't show up for you. If it doesn't show up for you the way you want it to, or emotionally becomes like, it feels like there's a lot of emotional blocks or a lot of a lack of open and precise communication between each other, because there's no communication here. Somebody may have decided, you know what, we don't communicate, I'm going to go somewhere else, or that could have been done to Leo. I'm done. Next card is no communication. Need I say more? Thank you for the super chat again. I appreciate it. Judgment. You may have had communication with, I feel like there's an ex out there you have communication with, and it sucks. It sucks. Whether you're a woman or a man, somebody you have to communicate with, or when you communicate with them, it's shit. It's garbage. And you're tired of it. The Chariot's reversed. You're sick of dealing with it. You've left it at a distance. They could definitely be what the fuck? They could be a earth sign. They could be an air sign. They could be a water sign. Whatever. I feel like you don't try to focus on it or get stuck in it. You're just trying to move away from that energy. I do feel like you feel disrespected, though, and you're aware of that. Like they disrespected you. Somebody makes me feel like they disrespected you. I feel like you discovered that situation. You try to work out of it. You don't really, the communication sucks, or the trust of the situation is shit. Complete garbage. Temperance. Somebody, I feel like when it came to the situation, somebody let it get to them instead of putting the work and effort towards a situation that they were invested in. Wow. What else is here? Go to the bottom. Some of you have trusted that there was too much fighting, arguments, or we just don't get along. It just doesn't work out. It's not even like, let's disagree. Disagree. It's like, I won't listen to your feelings. You don't have to listen to my feelings. Fuck your feelings and fuck my feelings kind of energy towards each other. And I feel like it's been like that for a while now. That's what it's showing me. Let's keep going. Something else for Leo. Shit. Here we go. What do we got for Leo? What do we got for you, Leo? Strength card. First card fucking jumping out like you just fucking... I want to see where this goes. I'm going to put this out. I'm going to put that out. I'm going to drink some coffee, and we're going to challenge what the message is for you. What do you got for that strength card? What is the message for Leo? Clarify anything Leo needs to see right now. Show it to me. Putting the emotions back with yourself. I have to cut free of things that upset me. Anything that upsets me, doesn't want to work with me, needs to be discontinued. You give me this, I have to honor that. I have to honor that, and I have to trust, I might have had to experience it, but I also have to not feel either rejected or at a loss or a disadvantage. I can't feel down. I can't feel like I was played with or like something when there should have been communication, but there wasn't. It feels like something left, or you left something when all it needed was communication. I just don't feel like that investment happened. I feel like somebody let it go, might have moved on towards something else or somebody else. Death card, 9 of Pentacles. You come off like I want to be able to focus on what's good for me, or the things around me that I care about, the people, places, situations, maybe children, some shit like that. You come off very motherly. And I feel like you discovered something wasn't working out, or you weren't getting the communication. So now you're focusing on trying to be patient with what you can do or what you can offer, around you or in general. Give me more for Leo. It's about what you can invest in, or what's going to make sense. What's going to be the practical, what's going to make sense. What's going to be the right decision. I need to do that. I can't focus on things I can't trust, or move towards situations that fell off. I mostly got to be unavailable for things that hurt me, and just go my own way, put my own work and effort to stuff. I got to move from the ground up, and I've got to make it happen. Can't focus on where I've been or what hurt me in love situations. That shit's got to stay at a fucking distance and not bother me anymore. I got to cut away from that shit. No man's going to upset me anymore or stop me from being happy. I got to work on manifesting the balance and appreciation in my life to get the victories I deserve, is where Leo's at. And that's where you're at. The Queen of Wands is you. Some of you, it was about cutting away from situations that no longer served you or deserved you. I hate to say it like that, no longer served you or deserved you, but that's how I feel. I feel like you felt at a distance, or the work and effort towards it never ever came out and was spoken or put to action. So that's why you didn't get balance, or it didn't go in a direction where it was fulfilling in love. It came to a closure or an ending. Or they may have been playing the field, looking at other options to invest in, some shit like that. Emotionally, I feel like when it came to that, there might have been a lot of arguments, disputes, or you knowing that shit wasn't going the way you were hoping in a family marriage situation. I feel like you've emotionally assessed it wasn't working out. And you know what? I can trust what I know. That it's over because it's over kind of energy. Something we once had, I can't stay upset about anymore. It's got to be in the past. If it's not going to fight for me, why am I going to keep looking at it when I should be looking at the new beginnings that can be created, or the wish fulfillment I can gain, the passion, the creations I can create, the risks I can take? I think it's a learned lesson that brings in change, that you knew you had to let go to honor your own respect or heart, your own principles, practice, feelings. Let's keep going. Jesus. Leo, what are you doing? Not that that's bad. I just feel like that was a lot. Let's go to the other tarot. I'm like not even sure I want to know what the other tarot says. I'm like, really? That's where we're at right now? Is it 2025? Because I feel like I just fucking flew back to 1929. Like why are that doesn't even make sense. I couldn't have flown back that far. Maybe 2000, where all the millennials were born. You know what I mean? Where shit just really, it was like, oh man, Yeah, let's get married for 2 years, 6 years, 8 years, and then let's cut the fucking losses and go into something else. It's like nothing lasts like it used to. And it's sad that that's the way the fucking world's going. Here we go. Let's go for Leo. 1929 was a bad flip because back then people fucking stuck together. People hung up clothes on a fucking, on a fucking piece of rope and dried this shit outside on a clothesline. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have fucking washers and dryers. They did everything fucking manually. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go, Leo. What's the message? A lot of you Leos, it's about pursuing actions. And those actions are identifying that sometimes it's better to start over and have a new beginning and move towards that. Those are the actions that you may need to start to really think about, not the things that have upset you. Some of you may have your heart still focusing on situations that kind of feel like you had to like stitch up the pain of it or release it. And I feel like a lot of you are trying to focus on your own value at this time or bring stability to your own situations at this time, Leo. I feel like that's what your focus is. I feel like when it comes to love situations, you don't want to feel confused, lost, or have any regrets or sorrows. I feel like you've let go of things that don't emotionally excite you. It tells me you've become distant or closed off to letting things upset you. You're going to focus on career expanding. Some of you are also going to focus on trying to figure more things out. Some of you, it could be spiritually about yourself or about the surrounding, changing things. It feels spiritual, but it also feels like work maneuvering. Some of you, it's about how am I going to maneuver? How am I going to make this work? I do feel like this card just makes me feel like you will figure this out. What's going on with love with you? Some of you, when it comes towards love, it may not be something that you come off where it's like, I don't feel like you stay frustrated about it. I just feel like you have other things that you're focused on other than options that you want to move towards or work with. It doesn't feel like that makes sense to you or that you're playing with that energy or open to the love. You may feel at a distance from the celebration or the connection right now. You may not really trust that shit and be putting work in other areas of your life that you feel makes sense to invest in and leaving everything else out and knowing that that's what you need to do. Emotionally, what's going on? You want to invest in balance. It's almost like you feel like somebody fucked you over. You give me this I feel fucked over energy, or I felt stuck with somebody who didn't appreciate or want to manifest something or fought for my attention. They may have fought for somebody else's, and you may have had to recognize, I don't want to be in that energy, but I can focus on the energy that I can create. Some of you came to that realization. And emotionally, it was probably smart to cut free of whatever happened and allow the process of change to happen. Trust the truth and clarity. Let go or don't communicate with something that's just going to cause more problems or keep you unfucking happy or unbalanced. I feel like you came to this, and it may have been in a love situation that you didn't get everything you wanted, that you might have even been like, I can't believe that shit happened to me. I can't believe this person played me like that. This motherfucker played me like that. Left me emotionally fucking stuck. Queen of Wands broke my fucking heart kind of energy. Why didn't they speak up? The Empress is here. Temperance and Judgment. I feel like you had to recognize that this ain't going to happen, and I'm not going to be somebody's emotional punching bag or fool. You give me this. I'm not being you. You know what? I'm not your servant. We started equal. We needed to end equal, but we never did. Whatever that's about for Leo. All right. Let's move on to Virgo. Jesus, I'm definitely drinking some coffee. Hey, everybody. Okay. Virgo. What do we have for Virgo? What is next for you? What is next for Virgo? Let's see what happens. Welcome in, Archie. Hello, Nicolina. Welcome in, Sarah. Hey, Shirley. What do we have for Virgo? What's next for Virgo? whatever may have upset you, I don't feel like you even care. You give me this I don't give a shit energy. Like there's nothing that's gonna hurt me anymore. I've balanced that out. I'm done. You definitely balance that shit out. It almost makes me feel like if you were in a relationship that you felt unappreciated, that you might have had to let go of or let go of you, all it did was make you stronger. Recognize what you're not going to deal with. Some of you may have had to deal with child support or situations with court. For some of you, I feel like you accepted the defeat or the loss of a connection. And I also feel like you didn't really focus on letting it get to you. It might have got to you for a little while, it makes me feel like, but I feel like you discovered, nah, this can't get to me. You know what? As much as I wanted to try to figure it out, because it does give me the energy. You may have wanted to figure something out with somebody, might not have got what you wanted. And then you might have discovered, nah, I can focus on things, or I can be happy, well endowed on my own kind of energy. Like I don't need shit. I can be my own energy. I can move in a direction that makes sense to me. Definitely move in a direction that makes sense to me. I'm not going to let somebody hurt me or upset me. I'm going to focus on what I can go towards. Ace of Wands energy, Page of Cups. Some of you are going to have a slow energy towards moving or trusting a love situation. When it comes to, why is that there? Some of you, it'll be a while before you open up with communication. This is what it's telling me. Some of you, it might be a little bit of time before you start to come, like open up the lines of communication, moving in reverse, Page of Wands, moving towards a celebration or opening up emotionally and being available for it. Some of you, it's like, nah, when it comes to communication, I've got to be emotionally in it to win it, and I may have to be patient, and I may know that about myself. Queen of Wands, not stressing out about a situation, but it's almost like you've rehearsed all the shit that went bad or all the ugliness in a situation, and it's like, I'm not going to say time and time again, but I just feel like you're like, well, I don't know if I want to do that again. Like, no, kind of like, no. Change. You're more focused, it tells me, on work stability over taking an offer when it comes to something, especially somewhere you've already invested in. That investment is behind you. It's over. You've said, if it's not going to show up for me, I don't want to be around it, but I know what I want to invest in. Some of you, it's going to be about being patient for making the move towards the next best thing. Because it shows me you're not willing to go towards a situation that's going to fall apart. You're more going to invest in yourself, and you can't lie about how you feel. You can't lie about it at all. You got double lying cards where you know that's probably how you feel. You've given a lot of thought to this. You've tried to balance it out. Emotionally, you may have been a little bit up in your head about moving forward. Something about moving forward with that, or every time you think about moving forward, you think about where you've been and you don't want to go there again. So you don't want to be upset, it tells me, or you don't want things to fall apart. You feel like you're very work-oriented or go-getter-oriented, and staying away from anything that feels like a fuss, especially if it's towards the drive of love or it falling apart, and knowing that that's what feels right. Staying at a distance for it at it right now, not being emotionally available for that love situation, maybe for now. Maybe now that's how you feel. When you're ready to communicate or rush towards it, Virgo will. But Virgo, it's telling me right now, you're aware that that's not what you're going to do. You're like, fuck no, that is not going to be the judgment or the outcome. I am not stressing about that shit. I am not moving or ready to move that wheel yet. Now, just take what may resonate. I may get your energy. I may not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to get everybody's energy every time. You know what I'm saying? If it's your turn, it's your turn. Kind of. Sometimes it's going to be similar from old readings, but some things change. But a lot of people resist change or are afraid to change. Here we go. Anything else for Virgo? Anything else for Virgo? Da, da, da. What is the message for you? Quick and to the point before I go to the other tarot deck. Wow. So you could be a very, very, very passionate Virgo, or you just may care about people around you, or want to see the best in situations. Some of you it has to do with kids. Some of you it's like, I just want to do everything right. I want to make sure I do everything. It gives me I have to do it all right energy. Others of you, maybe your next sign's is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Some of you, maybe it's a sign you don't want to fucking put up with. You know, to each his own kind of energy there. Here we go. Let's go. Some of you felt stuck in a situation emotionally that when you give it thought, it didn't feel emotionally available towards you. So it makes me recognize if you felt like somebody wasn't treating you correctly emotionally, when you viewed it, you focused on your emotional structure or recognizing you can't be defeated in somebody who's not offering you love, truth, respect, honesty. Liar bitch. So it made you want to work on yourself before you go towards social energy or playing around again or discovering you want to even go towards another anything. You're putting more work and effort in your principles, your stability right now. And that's very, very like loud and clear in your reading. Let's go to the other tarot for you. Here we go. Let's do this. Welcome in, ASC. All right. What do we have for Virgo? What is the message for the zodiac sign of Virgo? You have a very, I need to focus on my pathway energy. You know what I'm saying? You have that 10 of Pentacles energy. Some of you, whether you're in a relationship, out of a relationship, you're not going to let things kind of slow you down. You almost feel molded by situations. Give me this. I feel molded by where I've been. Energy. I've discovered that it was better to move away from energy that wasn't showing up for me or deserving of my energy. Show me something else for Virgo. Could have been upsetting, especially if you wanted to work it. Some of you, and I feel like you're old. I don't know where that's coming from, but I feel like you're old. Some of you could be older, like have kids that are teens, preteens, or teens. Let's stick with teens. Could be older, and you didn't want to see something fall apart. I feel like it did. I don't feel like it worked. I feel like it fell apart. When it comes to new beginnings, I feel like you're getting strong with manifesting them, but you haven't rushed towards them. It gives me you haven't rushed towards them. Might cause you a little bit of anxiety when you think about moving towards that love situation or starting that love situation again, opening up, bending that olive branch, going towards it. May have been that rough ending or not feeling emotionally attached to it or trusting it at this time with whatever you went through. There may have been enough of a judgment to where you were like, no, I got to be at peace with love situations or moving towards love or stressing about it for a while. I do think about it, but I'm not ready to take the risk towards it or even fucking play with it yet. Not ready to do it, not really to put the work towards it. Emotionally, I've let go of being hurt and I'm focused on being my own boss. And when celebrations are meant for me, I will discover them. But I'm not going to get stressed out, upset about the victories that are not in front of me when it comes to love. I feel like this is where Virgo's been, and they're trying to be practical and balance out situations and grow and move in an area of existence that feels like it makes sense for them, or it shows them pure growth, pure strength, pure everything, without letting love be a problem or a factor. Something like that. King of Wands, the King of Swords. You're very action oriented and very. You give me this. I'm driven and I'm fighting for direction. I'm letting go of the past. I'm not fighting for a situation that went emotionally. That became emotionless towards me. Very emotionless towards you. Very emotionless towards you, which is, and it's like you. I feel like this just tells me you became aware that something you were once with, it stopped. It fell apart. It fell apart and you became very aware. It wasn't making you happy. It wasn't making them happy. It became a little too hard to deal with. The communication probably went to hell. And both of you are probably very aware of that. And that might have been why everything surfaced or changed. And I feel like Virgo's an energy where they're not letting it get to them anymore. But they're not also focused on options or lying or even dealing with that bitch. Some of you are like, I hate dealing with that bitch. I know that person's part of my past. And I hate communicating with them. You have this, I don't like to communicate with them, almost like I don't trust you energy emotionally because of what you put me through, whether it was the court system, whether it was with them walking away or something about the way they served the situation towards you, something like that. I feel like you're trying to invest in yourself and you're very aware of that with that King of Pentacles energy. And it was probably emotionally healthy that you let this go and you didn't stay stuck in feeling the way you did towards the situation, because it was probably hard to make a decision on your own feelings. I feel like it was, until you identified, you know what? I can't get stuck in energy that doesn't appreciate me, especially if it's, or just not treating a situation properly. That's how it feels for you, Virgo. I feel like you became very, very open. I feel like you identified the shit out of it. You saw it for what it was, and the writing was on the wall type energy for Virgo. You couldn't hide it. It couldn't be hidden. I feel like if it tried to confuse you, it didn't work. Let's go. Show me something else. Look who came flying out, because you knew all along that it was fucking unhealthy, and emotionally you couldn't stay there. You had to pursue action or take action. And it was probably tough. That was probably tough to say goodbye for some of you, to say goodbye or recognize the situation for what the fuck it was, and respect your emotional value, Virgo. That's your message. Good. Nobody should make you feel like that. All right, here we go. Wow. Libra. I'm definitely lighting that little bit of a cigarette. Fuck that. I'm probably going to light another one. I know. I always smoke on Libra. I like Libra, but some of these readings are longer than I expected. Oh, shit. I thought it was going to be the time where it's like, no, you're not. Hello, Jennifer. Welcome in, Angelita. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you, Ralph, for the super chat. All right. Libra's energy. Oh, I hope it's just make it fucking like gorgeous. Would you? I don't know. We'll see. Who fucking knows what's going to be said? That's the fun I have with this. The not knowing and then trying to interpret or understand it for what it is. Let's do this. Libra. Let's see what we got. Welcome in, Anna. Hi, Tori. Hi, Lisa. Hold on one second. I'm getting a phone call. I just got to let them know when it's about your kids, you got to kind of take the second. So you're going to hear me say it, though. All right. I'm on the internet. I'll call you back unless it's an emergency. All right. Here we go. Libra. All right. Now I'm gonna be stuck on that phone for a second, waiting for a text. What do we have for Libra? More shuffles. So far, nothing. So we'll see. The phone will light up again. Welcome in, Elizabeth. Hey, Nancy. All right. I don't know if you're always here, but we'll add you. Nancy, you're blue. Welcome in. Here we go. Libra's energy. Some of you may be ready to explore options or move towards that. Does that sound right? Does that sound like that fits for you, Libra? Because it feels like that might be what you're moving towards. So some of you give me the energy. I've accepted things that didn't trust me or didn't work out. I'm kind of going with the acceptance of change. If something didn't work out, and I discovered it, no matter how much you might have been upset about the ending of it, I feel like you are not emotionally available to be upset anymore. You come off like I'm not emotionally upset or mentally detached. I just want this new beginning. I'm ready for a new beginning. That's how you start for me, Libra. Let's go. Let's see what you get. A lot of you want to move towards a new beginning. Emotionally, you may be a little bit, you may be tucking it a little bit emotionally, or kind of only if mentally you feel like you're ready. Emotionally, maybe a little unsure kind of energy still. I want to know what that is, and I'm putting it first. Maybe emotionally not sure if that's the action you want to pursue. You may know that, or when it comes to love situations, you're back and forth if you want to trust starting over or moving to the next person, is what it's telling me. Some of you are a little back and forth on if you want to start over, whether it's towards a man or a woman, or if you want to trust even going towards the balance. Not sure if the judgment's going to make sense or the investment will make sense, or if you should even trust it. This is what it's telling me for you. Show me something else for Libra. Some of you will end up finding a solution or working with the energy of almost like trying. It's almost like something's going to meet you or start working with you. I'm done. Something's going to start working with you. It looks like it's going to be something that could make you happy or work out well. I feel like it's more or less finding it, not letting go of knowing it's available to you. If you're still hurt or attached to a love situation, it may be a little while before you make this decision or commitment, before you communicate or go looking, or even thinking that's what you feel like you could be even emotionally be open or ready for. Some of you may be stuck in that energy or holding on to the past, whether you're willing to admit it or not. Somebody could be holding on to somebody, still trying to look away, but still feeling attached, or wanting to manifest, not wanting to fight or argue, wanting to be emotionally available or find truth and clarity, but still struggling to fight for if it makes sense for them to go after it. This does feel like I'm reading your energy. I feel like you want to be open, but you may be at a distance with creating the balance or making the fulfillment or taking the that extra step forward. It may make sense to you if there's a past relationship where you guys don't communicate. If there's somebody in the past you don't communicate, it may have made it where you're trying to focus on things that you can honor than focusing on the past, or even going towards love right now, committing towards love, something like that. Because you have Queen of Swords reversed, Queen of Cups reversed, and then the Queen of Pentacles. Kind of trying to, it's almost like you're in reassess mode or trying to discover if it makes sense to go forward. May have had a falling out with a water sign, air sign, or a fire sign. It didn't work out. Ace of Pentacles reversed. It became too stressful, or you guys just wanted different shit, different views, different perspectives. Definitely could have been a water, air, fire sign. The passion wasn't there, or the balance wasn't there. Somebody got left out, and somebody learned the harsh truth of a situation. It could have been somebody wasn't willing to commit or stay committed to the situation, whether it was you, Libra, or them. I feel like it was them. They didn't want to commit to it anymore. And what fell in my lap, it could have definitely been a fire or air sign. Communication wasn't the best towards the end. Something like that. Here we go. What else do we have? What else do we have for Libra? Just check. I hate that I have to open it now. Phone updated. Oh, no, it couldn't have been. I didn't get a message. All right, good. So, here we go. Libra. What do we got for Libra? What's next for you? Career. I was going to say it. You're very career-oriented and wanting to see success or victories with career, or bringing out the best of your ability, talent, skills, access to success. Some of you aren't really wanting to play the field again, or you feel at a distance with it, or you may not feel intrigued with going towards it right now, or moving in that direction. Some of you, while others of you may be ready to have let go and have the strength to move on. Some of you may have had the strength to move on and recognized it for what it is, while others are still not there yet. Somebody didn't feel like somebody was important enough. Air sign, fire sign, somebody could have felt like they weren't important enough in somebody's life, or the values just did not match. Something about it didn't match. Emotionally, when the investment should have been something that worked out, I feel like it became obvious the action that was taken, the trust was that two people weren't committing or putting the work and effort in the situation. That's why it went cold. That's why a new beginning is on the horizon kind of energy for Libra. Okay. Here we go. Did I give both tarot cards for Libra or just one? I feel like I just gave this one. I can't remember. I'll give you some of the pink tarot. Let's see what we get. Libra. I feel like that was extra long for you. Here we go. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it's just my interruptions. Here we go. Some of you aren't sure if you want to take go towards love. I don't know why it would tell me that. Some of you, it doesn't feel like some of you aren't ready to trust that pursuit or the action of it. This is definitely you. The Fool, the Knight of Wands. It's almost like I don't want to play in situations or deal with situations that left me like this. I don't want to do this again. I feel like it's got to be, it's got to be everything. Like basically, like you've got to be born for me. I've got to be born for you for us to even try to have the celebration, the committed energy, the social the gathering. It's about like a gathering. Ace of Wands to the King of Swords, action, passion, and trust and clarity on a situation. It might be a woman that's okay with being patient, with thinking about even moving forward or just holding back on going forward, staying at a distance from it, putting work and effort towards yourself and recognizing that's what she needs to do. Some of you could be a guy that's recognizing that's what he needs to do versus going towards love, opening up towards love, loving themselves. Libra has, I need to love myself right now, energy. I need to focus on the things that I can work with, not the things. You're very emotionally attached to recognizing things may not have worked out, but I can still make the best of things or take action in things that can work out. Go to the bottom. Some of you may have had to let go of communicating with a person. That it feels like they just emotionally weren't willing to change, or I just get an uneasy, not ready person or wanting different stuff. I don't feel like you're upset over it. I do think you've looked at it or tried to figure it out for what it is. What's going on emotionally? You may have felt like the person was telling you what you wanted to hear, but you knew you couldn't trust it at the end of the day. Maybe it's about staying together forever. I feel like you knew the investment wasn't going to happen. What's here? Somebody may not have felt happy, or somebody may have come off a little bit negative, or felt like they were at a distance with getting this victory with this love situation. It does feel like that's how you feel. You may have felt like there's nothing I can do to fix this situation. And I know that I need to trust that. It's not fighting for me or investing in me. It's not showing up with balance. It's not moving towards it. I'm not moving towards it. We're not working on it. This is what I see for you. Some of you, it was about I'm not working on it. They're not working on it. Or we're not working on the same things. We don't appreciate the same things the way we thought we did, kind of energy. We've let it become a little bit too much of a blockage. And it lacked either communication or change. I'm done. Change. And it left somebody a little bit upset. Could have been Libra. Definitely could have been you. Upright. Could have been you. The Magician, the Death card. And I feel like it's the fact that I feel like you were expecting a different outcome, but it didn't arrive or it didn't show up the way you were hoping. Something like that for Libra. Okay. How's everybody doing in here? We all doing all right? If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. If you like the content, remember to like and subscribe and turn that notification bell on. What is the message for Scorpio? What is the message for Scorpio? What What is the message for Scorpio? Welcome in, Valerie. Welcome in, Mona B. Welcome in, Mary. Scorpio. What's next for Scorpio? Okay, I'm going to give them to you. They wanted to fly out. Oh, my Lord. Not letting things upset you. Straight up not letting situations that have already happened be something that you let around you. Being very, very sure that you're not going to stress about that or hold on to that. You have this, I'm not stressing about it. I'm not holding on to it. I'm not putting any work or focus. It's almost like I won't focus on that. I feel like you got to focus on my worth. You got to focus on my worth or be emotionally receptive to what I want. You have this what I want energy. And I can't pretend like it's going to like other things are going to upset me right now because I can't allow them to. You keep give me this. I can't allow them to energy. And you know that. The Emperor, and you definitely know that. You have the Two of Wands reversed, the Emperor, and the Moon. It's almost like you're not going to sacrifice your time or energy for situations that don't appreciate you. You're very, very in tune or respectful of your motives, feelings, connections. Wait, here we go. Scorpio. You trust the shit out of it, and you're. It's almost like I got to be responsible for where I'm at or what I want to achieve right now. And Scorpio, I feel like I don't have to validate this for you. I think you just know that. Show me something else for Scorpio. Some of you had to let go of situations that did upset you, learn from them, become stronger because of them, and just put the investment where it matters. Look at this, and I think you gave it a lot of thought, a lot of direction. I don't think it was disguised or you were unsure of what to do on how to get balance or what needed to be done. I feel like if you recognized it's not making it for the ride, Wheel of Fortune, you became emotionally unavailable. You moved away from it. Might have started communicating with other people as well, or allowing other people in your space. Because I feel like you got tired of things not appreciating you or balancing out towards you. And I feel like you were like, fuck that noise. We ain't playing that game. And I'm not emotionally stupid. You're like, I'm not emotionally stupid. You know what? I can see the truth. I understand. And you ain't lying to a Scorpio. You ain't lying to me. Scorpio's like, I'll sting you kind of energy. Like, nope. Been there, done that. I'm not going to get stuck in this energy. I'm just going to stay with momentum. And I'm going to put a lot of work and effort towards my growth and principles. What matters to me. It's what I feel like you've been going after for a while, Scorpio. I feel like your energy has been hard to get out of that. But I don't think it's bad. I think it's really, I hope you get whatever you're looking to get. Or I hope you're getting it now. I hope it's starting to show up for you, or you start to show up for it. Whatever needs to happen. If it is happening, excellent. Anything else for Scorpio? Just one. Show me what's here for Scorpio. So you've learned if there were situations you couldn't trust, you had to make a decision. And I feel like it wasn't letting it stick around. I'm done. It wasn't letting it stick around. I feel like you became, it's almost like I'm my own creator, my own responsibility. And if people can't be responsible for their actions or the way they come at me, I don't have to offer anything towards them. I can offer what I need to offer towards me or to the ones I want to offer it towards. And I feel like you stayed there. Like you just knew that emotionally I can cut down or stop working with situations that stress me out or lie to me or aren't worth building with or show up like they're there to support me, but emotionally they're full of shit. I can do it on my own. I can find my own victories. I can you know what, fill up my own cup, fill up my own gas tank. I don't need the stress of other people. I need to focus on the balance in life that I want to achieve. Clarify anything you want for Scorpio. Stability and family. Some of you, it's about stability, family, or getting what you want and knowing that that's what you're going to put work and effort towards, knowing that that's what you're going to play with. That's what you're mostly attached to, available for at this time. I don't feel like you're stuck in a hurt energy. I feel like if it was out of balance at one time, you have emotionally released it. You might have even given thought to a situation. And when you thought about it or thought about the ending, became aware, well, it wasn't for me. Or, you know what? I had to let go of it because it wasn't, you come off like it just wasn't ready for me, or I wasn't ready for it, but it feels more like it wasn't ready for you and you discovered it. You give me this, I discovered it. So I let it go, and I learned that if there's an offer to come towards me, it better come towards me right. It's got to come towards me right. Otherwise, it tells me you won't move towards it. It tells me if something comes towards you and it's not feeling fulfilled or accurately correct, or you can't trust it intuitively, you're not moving towards it. It's almost like the action, the balance, the lack of going towards it. It doesn't feel like it doesn't feel sturdy. Or if it makes you up in your head, you're not going to invest in it. You're going to stay at a distance. You're going to let it stay at a distance from you. That's what it's telling me. That's at a distance. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to let it get in the value of your work or cut you out from the work you've put into a situation. You'll stay at a distance from it. Some of you will wait to make the decision to go towards a new beginning. Some of you haven't made the sacrifice and haven't even looked at the options, or you know what? It's a matter of letting go of things that didn't serve you and not being emotionally blocked by situations that didn't deserve you or weren't making you happy, because you wanted to focus on what you could manifest and see the changes happen around you. That's the energy Scorpio wanted to play with. They weren't willing to play with energy they felt like didn't invest in them, or they weren't going to get a victory with after time had passed. No, you might have moved on to other social interactions with people because of that situation. That's what it tells me for you. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. All right. Let's go. Scorpio. What is the message for Scorpio? What's next for you? What is next for you, Scorpio? Some of you, it's about balancing out business ideas. Definitely could be about balancing out business ideas. Ooh, I'm going to give you those. That's the second time your reading did that. When I used those cards, they flew out on the table too. You just come off where emotionally, anything that kind of you don't trust, you're not, it's almost like I'm not going to surrender to bullshit. You have this, I'm definitely, these are before that, I'm not surrendering to bullshit energy. You're just not putting up with it. Anything that gets in the way of what you're trying to manifest, you're not focused on it. You're focused on where you can be and how you can position it. You give me a strong, I got to position what's good for me and fuck the rest. Show me something for Scorpio. Emotionally not looking at situations or new beginnings. You don't come off like I'm challenged by it. Some of you would be willing to move towards it or have passion towards the situation. It doesn't show me that you're putting effort towards that or rushing towards it, though. I feel like you're putting a lot of work and effort in what makes sense to you, or that something that's going to make you happy, make you cross that finish line kind of energy. It just tells me a lot of you are being very cautious or careful with what you invest in or who you invest in. Very cautious or careful of what or who you invest in the future. Not really rushing it. You give me a taking my time before I move or build towards that direction. Look at this. Chariot's on the opposite side. Taking your time before you open up or expand to that. Kind of knowing about it. You give me this, I know about that. That's what I see for you. I feel like you're putting a lot of work and dedication into situations that matter, and all the rest can kind of just unfold over time. Anything else, Scorpio? It's almost like you're not going to let anything knock you. You give me this. I'm not letting anything knock me down right now. Energy. I'm too strong. I'm too aware, and I need to focus on my victories. You know, the success that I've been looking for, the success that I've wanted to achieve or receive, kind of energy. And I feel like that's your motive. This is what I have for you. All right. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Let's Let's keep going. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. What is the message for you? What is the next for you? What's next for Sagittarius? What do we have for Sag? Let's see what it says. Oh, I got ash in my shirt. Good. Was that ash? What is that shit? Is that a hole in my shirt? I got a fucking hole in my shirt. I probably burned it smoking. Didn't even know. I'm lucky I didn't burn myself. So I think it's a fucking hole. I don't know if that was there in the beginning. Hold on a minute. That's a fucking hole. I think there's ash around it. I might have burned my shirt smoking. Holy shit. Damn, I like this shirt. This shirt's fucking staying. Damn it. This is a good, like, relax at home shirt now. Sagittarius. Emotion. What's going on? Some of you are trying to stay emotionally focused on stability, getting balanced with stability, money situations. If there's been slow action with it, just be patient, Saggy. You got to be patient. Some of you had to be patient with understanding the outcome of a situation in love. I knew it. I was going to say in love, or being patient in a brand new beginning. For some of you Sagittariuses, you may be feeling emotionally equipped or mentally strong to take action and trust that the ability of maybe going towards a situation that you may not have moved towards. It seems like now you want to go towards it. Now look at this shit. Now you want to take the risk. I'm done. Now you want to move towards it. Now you want to build towards it. Build. Damn. Let's go. Page of Swords, starting. Ace of Wands, working with. You want to work with a person or a situation. You're about finding value or value finding you. And it's probably making sense if you put it on pause or it's been dead to you for a while. Gone. You might not have explored your options or moved towards them yet. You don't seem upset or confused with the past. Why is the 5 here? Even if the past showed you toxic behavior or mistreated you, you don't feel confused or conflicted anymore there. You feel like you've let go of that. You've stopped. It almost feel like you don't focus on it anymore. Like you look away from it. You've grown strong enough to recognize it's not worth my attention. And now I want love and happiness. I love your fucking reading. By the way, Sagittarius, I fucking love it. I really want to invest in this. I've discovered this is the direction I should move in. Because of why? Because it's going to make you fucking happy. Let's go to the next tarot cards for you. There's a little short, so I'll give you a little bit more on the pink ones, but you by far probably got my favorite reading so far. That was fucking like, where you been? like I loved your reading so far. Here we go. Show me something for Sagittarius. What do we have for Sagittarius? What is the message for Sagittarius? What's next for you? Just two. Show me the message for them. What do you want me to say? What's next for them? Some of you, it's going to be about staying independent or getting mine. You give me this, I'm going to get mine. But you might also get a love connection that makes you happy or balances out. Go to the bottom for 3. If you trust committing to it, it's about if you want to move towards it, and if you trust working towards the next connection. I feel like if you trust it, it's probably going to work out. See what it says. Look what it's going to provide. Happiness. If you allow to, it fell on my lap, to accept the change. Shit. If you accept it, trust the fucking change. And if you fucking take action, I'm done. If you take action, your fucking reading's off the chain. I like your reading. Shit. Here we go. Balance, stability, but it's going to take work and effort. It's almost like you can't stay mutable or in mute or not going after it. Do not do that, Sagittarius. because I feel like that's not where you're supposed to be. I feel like you've let go of what didn't work out or what rushed towards you, moved away from situations that the investment didn't stand tall. But I feel like you need to move towards a situation that may be worth the investment. Anything else for Sagittarius, please? Anything else? The past. The past may have sucked to, to see it for what it was. I feel like it did. I feel like it did suck to see a situation for what it was. But now, where are you? Recognizing somewhere you were, that you've discovered you were, has no emotional power over you anymore. It has no emotional or mental grasp on you anymore. It doesn't hurt you. I feel like you've recognized, you know what? I've moved out of that energy and I want to have a relationship, or I want to find that partner. I'm not hurt anymore. It does make me feel like you haven't made the effort to go after it yet. But emotionally, you may be ready for that to happen. Emotionally, I feel like you're ready. Anything else? Still need to I feel like you got to put work and effort and not be at a distance with it. I feel like you're still juggling to make that decision if you want to do it. Might be a little bit up in your head about it. Queen of Cups, Ten of Cups. Kind of unsure if it's going to make sense or if it's too late. Don't think about things like that. Don't give to energy that you wouldn't want to manifest. Go towards the things that you should trust. Don't stress about situations that you don't, about starting over, something about new beginnings. I feel like you need to focus on new beginnings, and that's what's meant for you at this time. Some of you, it's going to be several months that you start to really devote your energy towards that, or take risks towards recognizing I should go towards this, something like that. I'm going to give you something else. I want to see what else I can give you. Sagittarius. Here we go. What is here for Sagittarius? What is here for Sagittarius? I almost feel like you accepted. It's almost like I had to accept a situation that I had a lot of. It's almost like at one time I was in it, but I'm not in it anymore, or it wasn't showing me it almost like it wasn't showing up for me. It wasn't showing up for me, or you might have even felt like it wanted something else or somebody else. And I feel like that just made it easier not to focus. Something about I couldn't focus on that. I had to be emotionally receptive to my own feelings and trust that process. Some of you, that's what had to happen. And accept change. Invite change in. Put work and effort in yourself. Be patient with yourself and allow new love to come find you, or you to go find it. This is what I see for Sagittarius. Anything else? And it just makes me feel like some of you stayed at a distance from moving towards love situations for a while, or didn't trust them, or even stress about them. Stayed at a distance with it, but now it tells me over and over again, but now you're ready to start something brand new. You know that. You've already seen that this is something you would like to have. It's what it makes me feel like. This is what I see for you, Sag. I hope that's right, because I think you got one of the best readings so far. All right. Here we go. Let's keep going. Capricorn in a second. Let me just check the phone. Oh, shit. All right, Capricorn. I think I said Capricorn at 2:03:33. Capricorn. We ain't doing that. I got to shuffle them for you. And we're going to start with the other tarot. Capricorn may be in an energy of wanting to find love and peace. We have the Sun card and the Lovers. Peace and passion. Some of you, it's peace, passion, or independence. Which Show me something for Capricorn. What is the message for Capricorn? There we go. Capricorn. What we got for Capricorn? Page of Pentacles. Action, trust, clarity. Some of you have let go of the things that didn't work out. Any investments that may have upset you. I feel like past tense energy, anything that may have upset you, you've learned to honor your own trust or feelings towards not letting it upset you. You're not upset anymore. You're not emotionally attached to it. Even if you looked at it, it wouldn't really upset you. You've said no to that. You've cut free of that feeling, or you don't stress or get stuck in that energy. You've kept it at a distance, and it's almost like I feel I had to become emotionless to this and trust my own stability, my own direction, and balance that out and keep it at a distance or stay closed off from it. When a new beginning is meant to happen, it'll happen. What do we got here? But if it shows up and it doesn't show discipline, I don't want it. You come off like I don't fucking want it. I'm not going to work with it. Strength card, I'm probably not going to trust it or be confident in trusting it. I'll leave it behind. You feel very, very aware of that. I won't do it. I won't do it. I will not communicate with a dead end. You're like, no, done, Chariot. I won't do that when it comes to love situations. I won't let something in that's going to upset me or that I'm going to discover, Moon card, that it's going to end. I'm too strong for that. What's going on? Some of you had to stop communicating with somebody. I feel like when it came towards wanting to move towards it or emotionally be available for it, you might have felt like they had other options or focused on other options. The Magician. You might have felt like air sign, water sign, or another earth sign like yourself, maybe even another Capricorn, was focusing on something else versus focusing or manifesting towards you. Something like that shit. Here we go. Show me something. Queen of Cups. You had to become emotionless to the investment. You had to put work and effort towards yourself, trust yourself, and not let anything distract you. I couldn't be distracted by what hurt me or what I wanted to work with that didn't invest in me. Whatever emotionally you were kind of tied in with, I think you kind of looked at a situation and lost desire or emotions towards it. Maybe even your patience or felt like it wasn't fighting for you or offering you true love. So you might have had to pursue action and recognize I have to go somewhere else to provide my happiness or the celebration. I can't get stuck in this energy, but I can manifest the abundance I want at this time, and nothing can stop me from doing that. And I feel like you had to trust it and let go and not move towards a situation, preferably a fire or an air sign. You weren't going to move towards it. It felt like a misfortune. It felt like if you thought to trust the investment, you felt like you couldn't, or it was going to lie to you. So you had to make a decision to move on. You give me move on energy. And I think you know this, that was what had to be left behind. Something that wasn't showing up for you the way you wanted to show up for it. So it became part of your past so you could have a new beginning. The Fool card and the Past card. All right, let's give you the other deck. Wow. You guys like this combination? Pop Art Tarot and the Pink Classic Tarot? Let me know. All right, here we go. Capricorn. Some of you may have felt like you got truth and clarity that you're being treated like an option. I don't think that sat well with you. Let's see what these cards are that wanted to fly out. You didn't trust it. Made you want to start over because the Judgment didn't feel like it was something that was making a decision or choosing you, working with you, or sticking beside you. Let's keep going. I'm going to pick them up and shuffle more for you. Let's see what we got. Here we go. Let me start with Capricorn. Oh, shit. One of these cards. I'm just going to rip it off. Oh, the back of it. That's gone. Thin card. And it folded over. I don't want it popping out when it shouldn't. So now it can't. Here we go. I don't even know what card it is. Eventually I will over time. And focus on it. Here we go, Capricorn. You have a letting go of anything that doesn't put work or effort or that you don't trust. Or if you felt stuck in a situation, it feels like there was something that you wanted to see come together or stick around, but you didn't take the risks with it, or it didn't emotionally go towards you. Judgment reversed. You may have made a decision to cut it off or leave it behind. Some of you may have dealt with a water sign and it ended. Some of you, if it was an air sign, it ended. Some of you, it could have been a Leo. It could have been a Leo that you walked away from, or that walked away from you. I feel like I needed to trust my independent energy and focusing on what's going to make me happy, not the problems. It's almost like I can't focus on the problems, but I can look ahead for the solutions kind of energy. Some of you are still not really, I don't feel like you've clarified that 10 of Cups. I don't feel like you've moved in that direction yet, but let's see what the cards say. Have they moved towards it? Ooh, some of you, it's on its way towards you. A love situation may be on its way towards you, is what it's telling me. I don't think you've seen it, though. Seen it show up yet. No. I'm going to tell you no, because you have 10 and 10. I feel like you've completed cycles, and now love is something that may show up. I don't think it's moved in your direction yet, though, because you still seem like it hasn't shown up for you, or you're at a distance with it, with getting the balance of it, or discovering it, and you may know that. Truth and clarity. You're very passionate. You just haven't seen the excitement of change or pleasure show up yet. That's it. That's the ticket. I feel like what wants you will find you, or you will find it. I just feel like it's going to take a little bit more time for you to see it in front of you. You don't come off upset. I feel like you trust knowing that you've been at a distance with building towards love situations or the next love offer. This is what I see for you. All right. That is what I see for Capricorn. Damn. You don't feel like you're emotionally unavailable like this card would make me feel. I just feel like you haven't put the effort in finding that energy to open up emotionally towards the next best thing. I don't feel like you've committed yet. I don't think you've grounded yourself to moving towards love yet, or it hasn't come towards you yet. Hasn't invested. I don't see it here yet. I feel like it's on its way, though. I just feel like you're going to have to wait some time before you become aware that it's right in front of you, before you see it for what it is. Open your heart and look at, have the new beginning. Have the new beginning. All right. That's what I got for Cap. Capricorns. Let's keep going. I need some coffee. Thank you all for being here. What's the message for Aquarius? What is the message for Aquarius? Alban's in the house. What's up? What's up, Alban? Welcome in. All right. What is the message? I gotta shuffle more for you. I can't do that. And I gotta use that deck first. Aquarius. Let's see what we get for you. Aquarius. What do we got for Aquarius? What's next? Aquarius. Zodiac sign of Aquarius. What's next for you? Stability. A lot of you are going to be very, very practical or very very goal oriented. A lot of you are going to make more money. I get a lot of more money coming towards you. It might make sense to you if you're not focused on love or investing in love. I feel like you're going to get a lot more investment, maybe lucrative investment, especially if you haven't moved towards love. I'm feeling success or love. I'm done. Look at lovers. If you haven't moved to the victory or the success of love, I feel like you're going to get it in a financial area. Huh. It's different. Here we go. Show me something for Aquarius. some of you, it's almost like you haven't opened up to that opportunity or made the judgment. You don't really look at it or put the work towards it. You would like to invite the happiness, but I don't feel like you're facing that work. I feel like you've let that go, or you've been in an emotional shutdown. It's like an emotional shutdown or cut off from the investment of love situations. Some of you hate the fact that it isn't available or isn't in front of you, or there's lack of communication with it. Some of you, I don't feel like you're hurt or that you think about the past. I think you just trust. Some of you, it's about knowing to trust or be inspired about this new stuff that can arise or show up, kind of energy for Aquarius. I feel like somebody needs to hear it can still show up, or you can still find it. I don't know why I get that, but that's how I feel with those. Let's go. The Hierophant, emotions, letting go. Things may feel out of balance when it feels like wanting to even approach options. The past, you're trying to trust, not being upset with maybe the disregard of happiness or passion being available. I feel like you're trying to put a lot of work and effort into how you feel emotion, like how your emotions feel towards being in a separation or at a distance, maybe from things that aren't building. I don't feel like it's career or success. I feel like you're at a distance with transformation, with things that you want with the heart. You may feel at a distance or just feel like you're on your own emotionally, not getting the victories in relationships that you would like. Something like that. Some of you, the message here is about recognizing if you haven't moved towards a situation, it's about being aware with the moon card, the 2 of Cups, that it might be the investment you're supposed to put practice into. Thank you all, Ben, for the super chat. Because it's telling me you haven't done it. You haven't put the effort toward. You haven't put your effort in towards it. You haven't played with it. You haven't rushed towards it. You want it. It tells me you want it, but you're not going towards it or trusting it. Something about I'm not going towards it, or I don't trust that it's available. I get like I don't trust it's available, but I want a new beginning. You want a new beginning, it tells me. The Tower is about you wanting the change or the sacrifice to see something sprout. The Star card is you knowing that's what you would like to manifest. But I don't see you pushing forward or chasing it. I actually don't see you putting any work in it right now, or feeling like it's putting work into you. Some of you, it's across. You feel like the work isn't, like it hasn't come and found you, or you haven't went and found it. Kind of energy for Aquarius. Let's keep going. Show me something else for Aquarius quickly before we use the other tarot. Some of you might not have trusted the outcome in a work situation. I don't feel like it went in a bad direction. I feel like things just moved in a different direction. You may have been a little anxious until you recognized things worked out. This makes me, for some reason, I feel like things made you feel like they weren't going to work out, but they may have ended up better off than they were. That may be specifically for certain people. I don't feel, some of you, it was about starting over with work. I don't feel like you're starting over with relations or even making the changes yet to go towards that. I feel like you've held back from moving forward. I feel like you've been more scrutinizing your security, your money situations, fighting for those situations, being patient with that, and leaving the rest behind you, not rushing towards situations, or especially towards love. And it tells me if you know that you haven't been in a love situation or with a lover for a while, it's because you haven't moved towards it, or it hasn't been something you've tried to work towards moving towards, or making a decision to fight for. You've been fighting for the reality, or it's almost like you want something but you don't put the effort into it, or the action forward, or feel like you also may feel like you don't have many options. Something about I don't feel like there's many options that emotionally are close to me, or that would work out or be in my favor to be the principle or the security of a situation, or that I would fall in love with, that I would nurture, or that would nurture me. I just feel like you've come off a little optionless or defeated kind of energy with playing with the energy that's around you. And you may know this. All right, let's go to the other tarot for you. Let's keep going. Unless you're saying thank you to all, Ben. Here we go. I feel like celebration and victories are probably what you're supposed to look at. And you may know that you need to kind of be available for this. Some of you, it's about being available for this because I don't feel like you've been taking those risks. And I feel like the message is you're supposed to. I feel like you've been at a distance or shut it down like a broke down car. I feel like things have ended or you haven't really balanced out situations that you would like to move towards. You've kind of closed the door or the chapter on it. You kind of remind me of how Cancer was a while ago. How Cancer wasn't moving towards people, energy, how they were just like, no, fuck you. I'm done. I'm not dealing with anybody. I don't want any action or any investment for a while, especially towards love, committed energy, or even communicating with it. I feel like it's gone or it's not worth the effort to even work with again. And I feel like the message for you is to get out of that emotionally, be aware of that, and open your heart. Open your heart because I feel like anybody, any of the zodiac signs are, deserve a new beginning. Here we go. Isn't that strange? 10, new beginning. But it's about, if you want it, making the decision, being strong enough to make that decision. Here we go. Show me something. Some of you feel at a distance. Some of you may not work. It makes me feel like, or you just haven't worked towards the things that you know you want or miss in your life. Love, happiness. Though that's the area of balance that I feel like needs to be committed towards. I feel like you're working towards all the other things in life, but you're leaving that alone when you should be trying to manifest it. This is kind of a tough love read, but this is what I got for Aquarius. All right. You may not have been fighting or moving towards it when I feel like the message is you're supposed to work for it, and you can't lie that you may not be, like accepting offers or moving towards them. I feel like the message is you're supposed to build towards situations you may not have moved towards yet or put effort to work towards yet. I feel like that's what you're supposed to discover or do. That is your message. All right. Thank you, Sanderson Rose. I appreciate that. All right. Let's keep going. Pisces in a second. I need coffee. All right. Pisces. What's next for you? Pisces has already made up their mind about anybody or anything they don't trust. Ace of Swords, Seven of Swords. If you can't trust it, you don't want it around. You ain't playing with it. You ain't getting social with it. It ain't impressing Pisces. Pisces ain't playing that game. Pisces is like, fuck that. Almost like fuck that bitch or fuck that noise kind of energy. Doesn't have to be a female to say the word bitch. Could be a guy. Fuck that bitch. Like that's how I feel about Pisces right now. Could be a fire sign you feel that way towards too. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Pisces. I saw the sun card as I just shuffled. Kind of crazy. Definitely could have been on Leo. Here we go. Death card. Maybe a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Balance. Maybe a Libra, if an air sign. Knight of Cups. I feel like some of you are going to have endings. Some of you might. Your next offer could be a water sign or an air sign. I'm going to tell you what I'm thinking and feeling. Some of you, the next offer could be maybe a Libra, maybe a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Show me something for Pisces. That could be the growth you see, the expansion. Some of you could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo as well. No fire, though. I think you're done with the fire signs. You have no patience for the fire right now. The fire is not getting lit because they probably burned a fire into your ass and it didn't tickle kind of energy. Like, fuck that person. I want growth. I want expansion. I want to work with somebody that's willing to work with me. I don't want to work with a dead end. I can't work with somebody who's not going to show up for me or that we're not going to move energy. That's stiff energy. And that they could have been an earth sign, fire sign, or an air sign that somebody you're not talking to made the decision to move on, kind of to respect yourself and put your value before the connection. Something about letting go of a connection. It seems like it may have upset you, but it doesn't seem like you stressed on it. It feels like you're trying to focus on being aware that you can love yourself before you even approach love or go after it. Some of you do. It does tell me you may think of new beginnings, or having the opportunity. I don't feel like you've started yet or moved towards it, though. I don't feel like you've started or moved towards it. I feel like the communication and moving away goes to not moving towards it. It doesn't make me feel like you're stuck or looking at options. It makes me look like you've hung up a situation that emotionally you may have invested in. You may know that because you felt cheated or like you couldn't trust it. Whether it was you felt cheated or couldn't trust it, or it didn't show up for you or show change. You weren't willing to take the risk, so it fell behind you. Emotionally, I feel like you've let go, or you've cut your. You give me. I've cut my losses energy. I've cut my losses in a situation. I've accepted. I've moved on. I want to take action. I want to pursue my own focus. I want to trust the decisions ahead of me. You also may want to learn more, go back to school, or become a little more creative, or some of you, you may do. This is weird. You may want to do things on the fly, not on the cuff, but on the fly. Spontaneous energy. I pick up on that Ace of Wands. Whether that's now or late, it feels like it's later. Well, look at this. Like you'll get there. You'll get there. Like that will be later. Here we go. It'll probably bring in happiness. Whew. It'll probably be the right decision. It'll probably be a good decision at that. I don't see that it's in front of you yet. I feel like you have to trust that it can be there, that it can balance out, and that the action's going to be worth the pursuit. The action may just be worth the pursuit to move towards. You've getting a lot of upright cards, and it makes me feel like things are going to work out for you. It's more about when they're going to work for you, or being ready for them when they're in front of you, or being aware that they're in front of you. Something like that. And not stressing about where you've been or what didn't work out. Definitely not stressing about it, because it's telling me you're not doing that. It's telling me Pisces isn't willing to do that, and that they put it out in the cold, or they don't even look at it. I like this. It's left you, because Pisces wants to be able to look at something that's going to be there for them. They don't want to have to look away or feel like whatever they want to invest in gives them anxiety, fears, regrets, or is going to give them an ending or start to stop. They want to be able to trust it. They want balance, and they don't want to have to, think about it or be emotionally vulnerable to the stability or the abundance of it all. They just want to discover that it's available for them, worth the investment to play with, worth the investment. Because it feels like when it comes to moving towards that victory, it feels like whoever you dealt with could have been a fire or earth sign. It didn't work out. It didn't work out, and Pisces may be very, very fucking aware of it. Just saying what I'm saying. Don't get mad at me. I'm just putting it out there. Okay? I feel like time is on your side. Yes, it is. Or if you're patient with situations, it may just work out. I just get like it's going to work out for you. Something about it, it will work out for you, but you got to be patient. You got to be patient. You got to accept the ride kind of energy. Things will build for you. Things will build for you, or you will find somebody that's going to bring you absolute happiness. You can't rush it. You can't rush it. Otherwise, what's going to happen? It's not going to work out. You're not going to get the love that you wanted. You rush it, you're going to be wondering what the fuck happened, because you jumped the gun. Don't jump the gun. Wait your goddamn turn. Sit your ass down kind of energy. I'm going to put it out there. Some Pisces come up in my chat and they're like, oh, I hate that the fucking same reading for the last 6 months. Bitch, I'm not going to change the energy for you. If you want me to change the energy for you and make some shit up, go find another channel. I'm not playing that game with people. I know what I'm doing to an extent where if I put this shit down and I read you one-on-one, I know what the fuck I'm doing well enough to where I'm connecting. I'm a real psychic spiritual medium, and I'm not going to play those games with people. If you're that insignificant about how spiritualism is, I ain't got time for that shit. I ain't playing. I'm not jumping in your kiddie pool. We ain't doing that. You'll get blocked. I'll put you. You'll be goodbye. I won't have to look at your comments because I'm not going to be disrespected. Just like I don't come on intentionally to disrespect you. You know what I'm saying? So come on. Morals, you know what I'm saying? And that's not towards all the Pisces out there. That's just to the ignorant bitches out there that want to say some stupid shit in my community section. Leo, we are the fire signs. We're the ones where when you piss us off, that you ain't fixing it. Especially if we're not looking to cause a problem or be the problem. If you want to act like you're upset or you want to hear a fucking fairy tale story, go somewhere else. I don't fuck around. I'm not afraid to be myself. Here we go. I don't give a fuck who you are. Here we go. That's how I am. Here we go. So some of you may have had to stop communicating with a situation or a person. Earth, fire, air sign. Some of you, I feel like the communication stopped because you became aware with the moon card that it was going nowhere or it wasn't emotionally investing in you or showing up for you. The world card. It just doesn't feel like it was making sense or coming towards you correctly. So it came to a closure and ending. It may have hurt a little bit to go through it until you stopped stressing about it or recognized it wasn't true. It wasn't balancing out. I feel like you couldn't let it hurt you anymore. I feel like you wanted the celebration, the victory, till you acknowledge something. What did you acknowledge? Let's challenge it. What did you acknowledge? What did they acknowledge? That they needed to focus on change, let go of a situation that wasn't emotionally available for them, and trust it. You can't move towards a situation that isn't moving towards you. Why not? Because you're not supposed to. You're supposed to move away from that fucking bullshit energy. And I think it just gave you more like regard for what is in front of you or what can be in front of you or what you should focus on at this time. And that's a lot about what you can do, not about who you need, not about being codependent or feeling like I need a partner, or feeling like I need to find love or why is it the same story? I don't know. You tell me. It's your fucking energy, not mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't talk stupid to me. Don't talk down to me, especially because I won't tolerate that shit. All right, so you've got the 9 of Swords. You've got the Ace of Cups, being at a distance, King of Pentacles. Emotionally, what's going on? I feel like when you think about it, you recognize it's better not to rush towards situation that when I wanted to be emotionally available or fall in love, it didn't show up or fight for me. It didn't work out. It took a little bit of discovery to focus or see that this wasn't the right one. To basically tell yourself, this isn't the love or this isn't how love should approach me. Some of you, it was definitely an air, fire sign, maybe earth sign. Definitely could have been a Gemini, Leo, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, maybe even a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but I'm going to stick with Aries, Leo, Gemini, Sagittarius, whatever. Here we go. You had to trust the situation that wasn't developing and start and recognize this isn't the beginning or this isn't how the beginning should go. Kind of situation for Pisces. Sorry I got so like honest with you, Pisces, but I'm one of those people where I'm like just be cordial and respectful, or I'll be the one to get rid of you because I don't come looking for problems, but I don't need people's headaches either. I read enough into a situation that's probably hard for people, and if it's not what. Let me put it to you like this. People like to say shit. Why don't you get out here and do it? Why don't you get out here and do it better than me? I guarantee you can't. I'm not one to be afraid to speak up. Anywho, everybody that appreciates the readings or comes forward and likes them, welcome to the channel. If I didn't scare your ass off. Thank you all for being here. I hope you guys do get something out of these messages. Do appreciate them. Leo is signing off for the night. Have a good rest of the night and a great week ahead. I'll catch you later. Bye, everybody. Thank you all, especially the subscribers, the mods, and the viewers. Thank you.